I don't know what game he's talking about.
I'm making a game, so I have to somehow tell it that if the fucking thing that you're trying to track down doesn't exist, don't panic. Because it immediately crashes.
Oh,
Although
if the thing you're checking for doesn't exist, just tell it run 2 divided by 0.
Although, to be honest, that's better than what it was, to where every time you'd pick up the scrap, the game would crash. So at least it works now. I just need to make it to where it doesn't crash every time you die.
So Tessa might not show up. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah. So if not, then in-universe explanation, Lashana was hit so hard that she will be knocked out for an entire day.
Yeah.
Well, either that. Well, you could either say that, or you could say that cauliflower.
I hear her. Cauliflower.
Him.
It's a guy.
I keep forgetting.
It's a neutered pitbull boxer mix, but either that, or maybe you could say the combination of the weariness of her having to get having her bones basically being reconstructed somehow by the cleric, combined with the hit, just knocked her out.
Yeah.
And it's going to take her a while to wake up because she's still recovering from
does she have bones?
Well, if
she has vital points, but does she have bones?
I mean, I guess the better question to ask is, if she didn't have bones, then how did she break her leg?
I mean, that's a good question. How did she?
She has spiritual bones.
You don't know what she's got.
Her muscles are made of bones.
She doesn't have blood anymore.
Yeah.
She spat up the good berries, though.
Yeah, you almost got us there.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I fooled you, but joke's on you, I fooled myself.
Yeah.
Joke's on you, the joke wasn't on you.
Yeah, joke's on you, me.
Yeah.
Hey, Gavin.
What?
You know what's probably the weirdest thing that my dad's probably done recently? For some reason, he decided to randomly buy me a $13 MIDI controller on Facebook.
Now, why would he do that?
Nice.
And it supposedly comes with professional software.
Nice. $13 professional software.
With a USB MIDI controller, 25 keys with a special...
Also, Audrey is pulling a yesterday where she's online, she's just not in the call.
Well, she's probably also going by off what you said about, we're just coming in to on 7 to chat and 7:30 to actually play.
But we had a super long chat.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we had a fun old chat.
It was a 4-hour chat. I remember.
Fuck. Reddit.
Hardly, dude.
Stop
Oh
fighting.
yeah, it wasn't a 4-hour chat. The entire
Heck,
thing.
the whole
was
thing
4
didn't even go
hours.
4 hours. It was just a little over 3 hours. It was about 45-minute chat or something.
But yeah. So I am really excited for what's about to happen, because there's multiple ways I see things ending up. And oh boy. Either one, because there's two main ways things can happen here. There's two main ways, and I can't say what those ways are, but I can say I'm excited to see which one you all choose.
Yeah,
man. I'm fighting with Reddit.
I know which one. I know which one everyone will most likely choose.
Oh, hey, Corey.
Yes.
My mom's wanting to know. My mom's a bit of a geek too. She's wondering, are our characters chaotic good? or what really are we?
Okay, so
'Cause she's just wanting.
Gander is lawful good.
Well, hang on. Let me take you in there.
Okay.
You gotta break it down to 4, I guess.
Okay.
With
yeah.
a fucking alignment chart.
Oh boy, here we go.
It's been so long since I've seen this.
I mean, I think
you guys hear me?
most.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Ma. So, do explain, please, Corey.
Okay. All right. So I think most of our characters would be considered chaotic good. The only exceptions are my character, Gander, who is lawful good. He goes by his own code with situations. And then there's Tessa's character, Lashana, who I would say is probably chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
I was just curious. I was talking about some of the stuff that he said. We mean well, but we just keep doing goofy stuff, and I was like, well, that.
Oh yeah, we mess up a lot of things.
God.
That just sounded like chaotic good to me, so, you know, so I was just asking him, so no big deal. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Back out.
The good old alignment chart.
Yeah.
The last time I saw that was for, like, sandwiches.
Really?
I mean, because the thing about the alignment chart is I also saw this in a video of a very like experienced DM. He was explaining this about how don't take the alignment chart too seriously.
Yeah.
If you have an alignment, because it's don't do something out of character. But Gander has not done everything a pure lawful good person would do.
Yeah. I kind of think that the alignment chart is something you think of afterwards. You know, if you really need to categorize the characters, then that's something that you consider afterwards, not like before.
Yeah, that's what.
You know.
Yeah, so.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's just Mom was just wanting to know.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's fine.
Doesn't bother me.
I mean, it was something I haven't really considered because I don't think we ever really talked about it. It's just Gander was lawful good because that's what he was in the original.
Yeah, I could tell his morals were far more centric, if you will, or consistent than ours.
Yeah, I mean, okay,
his morals are metric while ours are imperial.
So the thing about Gander...
Oh yes, he only goes to powers of 10, nothing else.
The thing about Gander's character... So the main thing I'm doing a lot in this campaign that I'm noticing is I deconstructed a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I'm planning to do the same with Gander's character eventually.
Man.
But I will say deconstruction in this, I don't know what you want to call it, like the rival arc. There's going to be deconstruction abound throughout this entire thing.
God.
It's going to be
this whole rival arc could either end very violently this time or continue for a really long time.
Yeah, it really depends on what everyone decides to do. And I kind of want one main thing, like one main side to be chosen, because if it is, I think that would be a really good character moment for everybody.
Yeah.
Of course, there's not much I'm gonna be able to do. Just kidding, and I'm basically just stuck between worlds.
You can talk to us now. You've done a lot. You gave everyone hope. You just haven't thought of anything else.
We're now going to a fucking necromancer.
Yeah.
I just thought of like the ultimate way that for him to participate in combat. Tap people's eyes or something.
You know what? That's actually a really good idea.
Oh.
That's
even
actually
worse.
no. That's actually a good idea because like I could roll a Constitution check on the enemies to see if they if they're strong enough to like be phased by something like that or not.
Yeah.
Hey guys, since Little Miss Incompetent isn't here, should I throw on some background music or something?
Sure. I mean, if you want, like, right. I mean, yeah, sure, because we're not really gonna do anything. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
I'm thinking if things go a certain way, I might have my character have a little bit of a character moment that calls the idea of him supposed to be a pacifist. You know?
So what I want to happen is if a certain thing happens, if we choose a certain path, then there's going to be a moment
Yeah.
where all the characters kind of have a reflection of
Oh, good
what
lord.
happened, what they have done, for reasons that I can't go into. But it's going to be it's really going to be a moment. Like, I think this entire chapter will be the ultimate thing that shows, are our characters truly bad people or not? How bad are our characters?
Find it
To
out.
be fair though, if we can make it and finish the thing before they do, we might be able to just avoid confrontation entirely.
Hey, Hunter.
Yeah.
I'm about to send the command. You might want to prepare to turn the rhythm bot down on your other device, just because in your recording, I don't think really it should be drowned out by game music. Just saying, just prepare.
Okay.
It shouldn't be too loud.
Let's see here. Ace Attorney. Yeah. I have been putting up videos about every 3 days, and I've had to find and listen to so much video game music for those. It's been crazy.
I have been considering starting my YouTube channels, or just YouTube channel, back up again.
I think you should.
For the
You
longest
Pixel
fucking
Experimentals
time.
too.
Yeah. Nuke them all.
I think you should. I mean, I don't know what you'd post, but it would
So
just be cool.
apparently,
Hello, you're here.
apparently,
Come in.
Xander.
Hello.
Oh,
Xander.
Greetings,
Hi.
demon.
We are.
So,
I am
apparently-
so ready.
In the new updated version of Discord, I can't control people's volumes individually.
what?
What are you talking about?
By tapping, because I used to be able to tap on the person's icon and be able to adjust or mute their volume.
Oh. Discord has never had the best interface.
Well, for me, it works
Audrey,
just fine.
is the music drowning everything out?
I actually can't hear it.
Me neither, which is good.
Oh, it
wow.
must be muted from
I
the
just
other person
muted-
doing
I-
that.
See, but I just muted Rhythmbot.
There you
okay.
go.
Well, there we go.
I just figured it out. I was like,
So
"Hi,
if
Rhythmbot."
now if somebody wants to put in a video game song that could possibly fit a situation, now we can do it.
Do you think video
I
game
wanted
music will
to-
become copyright?
No, video game music doesn't get copyrighted.
Okay.
No, no,
If-
I mean, for Christ's
if
sake,
you-
Scott the Woz uses almost nothing but music, save for some of his other episodes, like, It's Awesome, Baby.
Yeah.
It's
If-
awesome, baby.
If you were to upload even then, I think you can just fucking upload video game music.
Yeah, no, video game music. like video game music got copyright, but people don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that would be, well, really difficult because the music is heavily tied to the game, right? A lot of times it's part of the experience. So whenever you're streaming a game, which is a big marketing thing for a lot of games, is like, we can get this to an audience. That audience can show it to even larger audiences.
Yeah, the only real downside is games like GTA 5 for that, which have proper copyrighted music in for like the radio or something. That's a no-brainer. You
But
know?
that's different though.
Whenever you
Yeah,
get
that's
like
different.
whenever you get licensing for like actual fucking songs, that play on the radio and shit, that's when things go to shit.
Yeah. And of course, I'll try not to screw up like I did last time, because last time I was just trying to run the cornered music from that game, from Phoenix Wright, and I just screwed up, and that was so bizarre, that little screw up of mine, but...
Yeah. But, anyway, I believe we can begin.
Cool.
Yes.
All right.
Shall.
People need to stop committing to stuff if they're never going to join. Tessa.
All right. So.
Yeah, if you guys, I can act as DJ or something like that, because I can listen to my phone while I'm doing this. So if you guys have any game music requests, let me know and I can do it for you.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Bye.
That is that's a good idea. So that will also give you something else to do if like Nigel just doesn't really have anything to do.
Yeah.
All right. So.
No, I'm sitting there. Sorry.
You don't know how to use a device, hardly.
As the sun begins to rise over the horizon, I'm gonna say that Dacius is the first one who wakes up. I feel like he'd be the one who would get up early.
Holy shit. Everyone, get the fuck up. Come on. Come on. Get up.
All right.
Athena. Get up.
Athena, wake up, please.
That takes too much effort. Why do I have
I
to get
tap
up?
Athena.
Can you move yet?
She
tap Athena's eyes.
she's already like shielding her eyes from the sunlight with her arms. So.
Jesus Christ. Okay. We need to get to the
The
general store. All right, let's go.
Knocked out still.
Do you want to see if she is?
Yeah, I kind of.
Okay, so like Athena tries to shake Lashana, and as she lets go, Lashana's body just kind of flops like onto the ground. Athena's was kind of a little freaked out by it because her body kind of moved really weird when she shook it. Like it was almost like it wasn't a real person. It was like a puppet.
Oh, sure, you go with puppet. Out of all the options, puppet.
Does she have any organs, y'all?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That night. Wait, no, it was the night looked like he hit her pretty hard in the neck somehow.
Can I tap Lashana's eye?
Yes.
Sorry, not Lashana. I mean not Lashana. What the heck? Athena.
Okay, yes, you can.
Yes.
Already.
So Nigel, I'm imagining Nigel just with a little smirk on his face. He pokes Athena right in her right eye.
Ow.
Ow! That hurt! What was that for?
What?
Is that you, Nigel?
Taps out. It taps out. She's my nemesis.
She's my
Jesus.
nemesis. Okay, I'm gonna say he does it to Dacius because Dacius would be the most likely to understand that.
Get your spell book ready. Oh, should I roll a 1d20 to figure out if I can actually...
Nah, this doesn't even matter. I don't even think Dacius is gonna write it down.
Yeah, I think he'll just know it, and just like yesterday with the what was it?
Scraw yoy.
Yeah,
or something.
scraw. Yeah, the screw you. Dace is just like,
Yeah.
I was so offensive.
So Dacius starts driving the caravan down towards the general store, and as they approach, you know, it's very early morning, so there's like a few people, you know, walking around. Some go inside.
Gander.
Yeah.
You and Athena head in first. I'm gonna make myself a new cloak out of that blanket. I don't really know what I was thinking when I ripped my previous cloak off, but I really need a goddamn new one.
Yes,
So, give me a minute.
But God doesn't exist in this universe. It's plural.
Gander and Athena and now Athena's all happy because she can actually use her legs.
She's just skipping around.
Yeah. What's weird though is that like her legs don't feel tired. Like
She's just
even though
happy.
she hasn't been using them, but they don't feel like tired. Like she feels like she has more energy now.
She thinks to Ifrit, thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know what you're talking about, but
Yes, I don't know what
you're welcome. So I suppose.
Good job.
Good job. So Gander and Athena go inside the general store, and as soon as Gander takes a step through that door, he stops. He puts a hand out in front of Athena, and he glares because right in front of them, at the counter, is the other party.
Oh my god.
Athena just pulls out the wand.
Wait, but she doesn't. Does she know?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't know.
Yeah, she doesn't know because you never told Ifrit about to look through the vision thing. You two just cried and hugged each other.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So she doesn't actually know these guys. So like Gander's being super like stay behind me. I'll deal with this, and Athena like she's like, what the heck's going on?
Should I be worried about them?
Yes.
So.
Very much so. And
wait, yes,
then,
she does. She knows. Well, no. She just knows that there's some reason because of the quest.
Yeah.
She knows that they exist, but not why everyone's kind of pissed at them.
Yeah. So, the knight does turn his head, and his eyes widen for a minute before he turns towards Gander.
Yeah.
Oh, fancy meeting you here. I see we both had the same idea.
Athena just starts like innocently fluttering her eyelashes.
What would you guys say would be like the best music from like an RPG for this?
You know, I really don't know. I really don't know.
Is there a dedicated dickweed theme?
There's gotta. Well, it's gotta
bro.
be some sort of like I don't remember the name. There's a good song for this sort of situation, but I can't remember the name, and I will not have you.
The only songs I know that could fit this situation are just ones that fit shop themes.
Yeah.
Fucking bossa nova.
I think I have one that might work. Okay, I think I might have. Okay, so of course, if this doesn't work, we'll just shut it off. But I think this one might work.
Can't be too villainous.
Yeah.
Gonna bring out the entire orchestra and the fucking pipe organ.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
I've never really been a Pokemon fan. It's not really my series. Of course, I'm not really familiar with any of the music from the games.
The music's good. I won't force you to get into the games, but the music's good. So Gander.
I might have to grab some of those VGM files, or what's the extension? GBS and GSF files for ZX-Tune to take hold of.
Get some
With my VGM player.
files.
So Gander, he doesn't respond. He just keeps glaring at the knight, and the knight like gives him a strange look, and then he looks down and he sees Athena. Oh, and who might you be?
Their slave for the evening.
I'm Cindy.
Cindy.
Cindy Leahy.
What a quaint,
We know
what a quaint name.
what your favorite syllable is. Eek.
I'm from a different kingdom. Gander here is just showing me around.
Oh, escorting someone, are we?
Yes, and he's a great escort.
Gander cannot help but like his glare gets even more intense as this goes on. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Sigmund Archibald Bartholomew.
I kind of figured with an outfit like that, your name would be pretty dumb.
Given that I know what these people have done before, can I just poke him directly in the eye?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I try to do that just because, I know what these people did to Lashana. I don't want them hurting you guys.
I mean,
Right.
let's be honest. Lashana wasn't being too friendly or inviting.
True.
So
True.
Nigel does try to poke him in the eye, but even though of course his eye closes, it doesn't appear like it has much of an effect.
Why'd your eye close?
Let me guess, I only have one intensity of
Yeah.
poke.
Yeah.
Dare you?
Damn you.
Are you okay, sir?
Oh,
Well,
really?
no matter. We were just about to leave anyway.
How come? Why don't you come shopping with us?
Because we just finished. I'm not sure if they told you, but we're actually in a little competition.
Oh, but why have competitions when we could just be friends?
Too happy-go-lucky
He
there,
doesn't
Audrey.
answer that. He turns around, he motions for the other two to leave, and they walk past the two.
Really?
However, as they walk by, the monk does look back at Gander, and
Oh, God.
and they both glare at each other, and
Can I
as
poke the
if
monk in the eye?
and as if a
Yeah.
yes, you can try to poke the monk in the eye.
Okay, I try.
God.
The same happens where his eye closes, but he does not seem phased. But even still, him and Gander, as if a sort of agreement, a silent agreement, they both nod to each other.
So,
Man,
And
I
then-
like
And
I
then
like
the
the
monk,
monk
leaves.
already.
So, what was that about?
Those
Golden Boy
three.
had the right outfit, and it hurt my eyes.
Those three were the ones who attacked us at the Adventurers Guild yesterday.
And
I
I just-
kind of find that hard to believe.
I just want to burst through the door.
But, and so Dacius saw those three leave. I just want he saw them leave. So
Yeah.
He does burst through the door with like a half-made blanket cloak. Like it's not covering everything, like that he would like.
It's covering his head and his chest enough. It's
Yes.
fine.
Yeah.
It's more like he just sort of wrapped the blanket around himself.
Yeah, like, and he was about to like try to make it a real cloak, but then he saw those three walking out.
Okay,
Ian,
okay,
would you like me to
listen,
buy an actual
Athena.
cloak?
Well, we're not worried about that. Okay, so health potions, really any other kind of potion, honestly.
I still
You
have
know-
potion cushions.
Well, we'll probably need. Well, how
You
many
don't have
health
the best
potions do you
track
have?
record, Athena.
I think
I
so.
might have either one
I
or
think she only has one.
Okay, so we're gonna
you don't
need.
have the
Yes.
best
Yeah, she only has one.
reputation.
I'd say, being generous, 10. 10 health potions.
Right.
Just don't give them to Athena.
Are there any other potions we can get here?
Hold on. I gotta look at the shop stuff. Oh, if the app can please stop deciding that it wants to screw me. Please stop. That's not appropriate.
not appropriate.
Alright, let's see here. I don't know if you would consider Alchemist's Fire as a potion, but they do have that just in bottles.
What does that do?
It's just like fire in a bottle. It's 50 gold.
Ooh.
Let's get 2 of them.
Okay, I will remind you, you have 465 gold.
How much are each healing potion?
A healing potion is also 50.
Ow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe let's only get 2 of those
Yeah.
then.
Yeah. Okay, so I got 2 healing potions. How many
would
alchemist?
it be wrong of me to go up to a stranger and ask them to buy us stuff?
Yes.
And be
Morally, yes. Could you do it? Yes.
friendly? Okay, I want to go up to a stranger and try to.
But
be
why
friendly
would you, though?
And convince them to
Well,
buy us
hold up.
gold.
Can I take some of your money and buy and pay for the stuff first?
Okay,
like
she
the
gives you
stuff-
200 gold.
Okay.
All right. Well, okay, so I already.
She gives Gander 100 gold. Actually, no, she tells Dacius to divide it between.
Okay. So.
And she's gonna go off and talk to a random stranger and convince them to buy them stuff.
All right. So Gander,
All right.
with my
Yes.
100, we're gonna get us both 1 healing potion. I
Alright.
forget how effective they are. Doesn't matter. We'll need it. What are you gonna do with your 100?
Well, this blade, while it has served me well, I believe I
Yes, it
require
has.
a more sturdy one.
Great. I have an idea for that sturdier one then. Can we get that here, or do we need to go to a smithy?
He looks around, and in the back they do have like a small assortment of weapons. It's like not much, but there might be something.
Yeah.
Athena kind of just walks off.
Yeah, she's going up to random people.
Yeah, she wants to go up to a random person and try to.
Okay, what's your story? What's your story going to be?
Honestly, she could get away with just being like a lost girl or something, and if they try to kidnap her,
I'm a homeless peasant.
I want to change my appearance.
Oh, in the store?
Yep.
Okay. Here,
Actually, no, she wants to walk outside the store and change her appearance and then walk back in.
okay. Well, I was gonna say, if you want, Gavin can roll for you to see if anybody notices you doing it.
Yeah,
If you want to
let's
be
do
a
that.
little risky.
Let's not do that. Let's just have her go out,
Okay.
trans, and then go back, and then walk back in.
Okay. So yes. Okay, so she does that. What here? You describe what her appearance.
Okay,
is
she
now.
turns into like a young 12-year-old girl with that looks really poor and that doesn't have anything, with really ragged clothes and a mess of hair.
She looks like she would have smokers on.
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
She looks like she's at least.
I mean, you can modify your body with that too. So if you
Yeah.
wanted to, you could give yourself smokers on.
You might want to, though.
Just this little 12-year-old.
She has corona.
Can you give me some money?
No, she has corona.
She's got medieval corona.
Yes.
She's got Black Death.
Yeah.
Baby
she just
Black
looks
Death.
sick and,
She's been
people
kissing.
would cry for her.
She's been kissing one too many rats.
I was
Yes.
gonna say frogs.
Oh,
She found out those tales weren't true the hard way.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just editing everyone's gold. Okay, so Gavin, if you wouldn't mind rolling to just see if she's able to get someone to buy stuff. And while she's doing that, Gander is perusing the weapons that
Yes.
they have.
you know what? I think I might only buy. Well, I might see if they have a dagger, and then buy a health potion if the dagger isn't too expensive.
Okay, yeah, daggers should be pretty cheap.
Yes, they should be.
You can borrow one of Lashana's.
I mean, she's not wrong.
He goes,
Or
That would
you know
work.
what? I might do
That
that.
would work
I'll
perfectly.
just get the 2 health potions and I'll
Oh boy.
borrow Lashana's dagger.
I'm stuck between this, and so is Gander. So Gander is, he's looking.
Gavin, what did you roll?
An 11. Sorry.
Okay, an 11, and I remember your charisma was super duper high.
Isn't it 19? No, isn't it 20? Because she has that ability to literally make someone just do something.
Well, that's a spell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a thing that she got because she had such high charisma.
No, my charisma's high because I'm royalty, and I made it high.
Okay, here we go.
So a bunch of cars are going past, a whole string of cars. So what's going on?
So we're in the shop. Gander and Dacius are trying to just buy some new weapons and armor, and Athena is trying to pretend to be a very poor, sickly girl, so people will buy her stuff for free.
This is fucked.
Because if she wasn't bad enough
Athena is fucked, man.
as a human being, well,
Well, since we're talking, I would go for some RPG shopping music, but I don't know if this track.
I do. Well, I did. No, I got
not.
one. I got one. It's
is
from
it
the
the
Binding
Zelda
of Isaac.
one? The Binding of Isaac. I was gonna say the Zelda shop song. The do 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 do.
Because Athena's also going to use her.
Another game I'm not familiar with, The Binding of Isaac.
Athena's also going to use her befriending.
Oh, it's good. It's like mall music, but from hell, I guess. You could say that about
Hell's
most.
Mall.
Yeah.
It's
For
a
buying all of
fairly
your fireproof things.
it's a fairly nice nice place to be in hell,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going off topic, but just bringing that up reminds me. So I was thinking about our villain campaign, and if we did it in Starfinder, I think it would be a cool thing. Would be the campaign is pretty much the backstory of this intergalactic overlord and his army. That's what the campaign is about.
One of my ideas for that though was I wanted to start off as an AI, right? A learning AI. that, you know, it starts off pretty neutral. It's indifferent about most things, but it just so happens that it ends up starting to learn, well, only bad shit, probably through just only seeing bad shit. You
That
know?
would be, yeah, that would actually be pretty cool. Alright, so,
Hey, Corey.
yes.
I can't really tell if this would fit in or not after this track, but do you think something like Beware the Forest Mushrooms would fit in here? Or no?
I don't even know what, like, that is.
Oh my
What's
God,
that
just
from?
let her out. She's fine.
Legend of the Seven Stars.
Oh! Oh, I should
The
have
Forest
known.
Dungeon music.
Yeah, I should have known. I didn't know that's what it was actually called.
Yeah, the tracks in there they're actually named, and it's really weird. And it's not just like the YouTube uploaders naming it, it's actually in the SPC files you can get at like Zophar's music
What?
domain or the Josh W archives or something.
Oh
Even
my
maybe
God,
SNES music.
So
Go out.
so you got your dagger. What else did you want, Gavin?
Well, I'm gonna buy 2 health potions, but I'm gonna borrow Lashana's dagger.
Oh, you're gonna borrow her dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
What,
No,
Audrey?
Then I will. Okay. So you want to buy 2 health potions. By the way, you might want to use one.
Yeah, I plan on it.
You're not doing hot.
As soon as I get one of them, I just want to immediately just pop the cap off and drink it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're out of money, so.
Well, Athena gave me 100.
Yeah.
Well, no, she gave me 200 and told me to split it between me and Gander.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You got 2 health potions.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I just want to take one of them and immediately drink it.
Okay. Well, I was just saying, like, now you are out of money.
Yeah, I know. No, I knew that. That's why I'm commandeering Lashana's dagger.
Okay.
I wouldn't normally do that, mainly because I mean, usually I wouldn't think to even need a melee weapon, but also B, it's Lashana, and it's great because I do feel like this is genuinely something I should be worried about, you know, using her dagger.
I think I left my charger in here, that's why I'm back.
Okay. Anyway.
Ow.
Just hold up.
Wait, can you look in my inventory and see how many daggers I have? I don't remember. I have 1 or 2.
All right.
Mom.
I will look.
Why would you have 2? I mean, I guess you could dual wield them.
I'm Athena.
I'm Athena, the dual-wielding mage who doesn't wield 2 wands.
The
Because
mage that decides to use melee weapons entirely instead.
Yeah.
Just beat people with a stick.
The mage that has it's like deathly allergic to armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can't wear armor. She just can't.
You just can't.
She just can't,
Okay.
man.
God, I
Jeez,
need to
Cam,
replace my
man.
charger cable. It's
Really?
finicky.
Okay,
My foot. Quit it.
okay, so
Ah, crap, where's the
Gander,
swing?
after much consideration, takes a wooden shield and a longsword
Nice.
and buys those. So he looks at his short sword with sad eyes, and he puts it away because now he has this long sword. He keeps his old sword, like he keeps his old sword in like the sheath it had. So he keeps that on his back, but then he has the long sword also on his back.
Yeah. It's like the fucking Witcher. Having 2 goddamn
Okay.
swords.
So is Athena gonna go up to a person?
Yes. So Athena has been going up to random people, and just have her like narrate her story.
Can someone please
Okay, where did my charger go?
Potion, please, just a few healing potions. Me and my family are sick. I just need 3.
And
Audrey, I can barely even hear you.
and the people and the people, like, they're all looking worried, and even like the shopkeepers. So everyone kind of rushes together.
Please get
and
this crazy lady out of here.
Now she has 4 more healing potions that she did
Oh
not
my
have to pay
God.
for, because Athena is a horrible person.
I just want to leave the store immediately.
Athena wants to do one more thing.
Oh
All right.
God.
Can I please have a dagger to protect myself from big scary?
Wait, you want another dagger? Hang on.
Yeah.
Well, first let me see how many you do have.
Yeah.
You have 1. You also have a flail, by the way.
You're gonna make a dagger or a crossbow that shoots daggers.
I mean, she
Yeah.
already has a crossbow.
I just want another dagger. I'm getting
You-
this for you,
you-
Dacius.
I'm already nicking one off Lashana.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
What are you gonna do?
Guys, you're
Stop
gonna be
me?
hearing this music for an
Yes,
hour.
Listen,
Stab you.
listen. What do you think
Shut up.
is the better moral choice? Me borrowing her dagger to give it back afterwards, or you stealing other people's money off a lie?
Actually, you do have 3 daggers. I just want to say you
Okay,
do have 3.
Okay, well then I'm doing something else.
Okay.
Can I please have
Oh my
a
God.
a potion that can protect
What, Gavin?
They look all around, and the one he appears to be the shop owner. He looks back and he takes out a potion it's in a potion bottle, but some orange substance. He says, "You must be careful with this. Only use it in the most dire situations."
He goes up to
Is
him. and hugs
anybody
him.
else having trouble hearing Audrey?
No.
Man, it would be
really
so
quiet to me.
it would be so sweet if it weren't the most fucking blatant lie I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like, these
Yeah.
people are so nice.
And then she walks. So, like, Gander and Dacius are outside waiting, and they see, because they know it's Athena. They see Athena walking out with 4 more healing potions, another orange potion. They don't know what it is.
Athena's just
And
looking smug.
another dagger with her other 2 daggers. Yeah, she's got this. Like, she has a look smugger than Sigmund's. Like, that's
Oh my
how.
God, what did she do?
She just gets on the caravan and asks Ifrit in her head, "Was that terrible of me?"
He says, "If it was, it sure doesn't feel like it."
Oh my God.
Well,
What,
it's
Gavin?
okay, they'll live. People will live. We need
I
to live.
agree.
Exactly.
Gavin, I hope
thank
you like this
Ifrit.
song.
We share emotions. We love each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Can we skip?
We do, even if I don't want to.
Can we skip this?
Skip what? Oh, the song?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna mute rhythm now.
Yeah.
I've had my fair share of atmosphere.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
As soon
Okay.
as we get into the fucking caravan, I shift it into high gear.
He hands
Yeah.
the dagger to Dacius.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He hands a dagger to Dacius. And a healing potion to Gander and a healing potion to Dacius.
Ah. Who did you steal it from?
I don't know. A few strangers.
Oh, Athena.
She turns back into her normal self.
Ah. Fine,
Yeah,
I'll
you need
use
to
it,
use force skip.
but I'm not gonna be happy about
You
it.
have to use force skip.
Dacius! Chill. I mean, they
I mean,
were
you
willing.
you can just say skip 2, and then it'll... There. Okay.
Dacius, chill. Just chill. You know how many people I'm pretty sure were in there that were doing the same thing?
You, and just
Me and
you.
Dacius, be quiet.
I don't know if
So-
this will fit or not, but
It's
let's
not
see.
an attack. It's just an attack.
Exactly.
It's not an insult. It's just me pointing out what just happened. This is the,
Oh,
this is the
Oh,
second time
Athena.
you've robbed You robbed multiple. You know what? Fine. We need to hurry. Hurry.
So, so like, Decius is kicking in the high gear. They go out the side of town, the east side they went out of.
Holy crap, my
to get
phone's
to the
gone
camp.
down while it's been
Wait a
plugged
minute,
into the charger.
Where's Jaden?
Oh, fuck. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I think.
I
Why
mean,
do you
if
care?
if we decide to go back,
I mean, I was only thinking that maybe we could kill him and eat him.
No.
You're
It's a
terrible
giant
person.
spider. You're not gonna be able to get good meat off of that.
we cut back, and Jaden is still like quietly sobbing in the corner because his friend and I guess technically master is dead.
Hey, can I tap him and just say hi in
Yeah,
Morse code? He'll
yeah.
understand it, but maybe it'll just freak him out or something.
So
Yeah,
So
also,
he-
guys, my phone's at
he's-
35 and I can't charge it because when I plugged it in, it was actually still going down because my cord's crap.
he
So I'm
so
just
he
saying that I might not really be able to act as DJ because I don't want to turn the screen on for fear of my phone
That-
going
that's-
dead and I'm not going to be able to play.
that's okay. So he does that. He does the hi in Morse code, and Jaden jumps, but then it looks around, and then Jaden does look up into the air like he's
tap out
it's
on.
like he's
I
watching.
tap out
It's like he's
And
watching
because
a YouTube
Gander
video
asked,
and
I
it's
tap
out of the
out.
mouth.
because Gander asked the question. I tap out on him. The man who pulled me. The observer. I just tap out. The observer.
Can I see a magic book?
Yes, here you go.
Okay, I'm gonna have to roll again because Gander's artistic ability is not that great.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So, this time, as Gander is scribbling down like the Morse code touches, they're a lot clearer than the last time. It seems like Gander's getting a much better idea on like how to actually like draw them out, and they read it as the observer.
The observer, huh?
What?
I guess that's who the big man is. Well, I guess
What
I'm
does
not.
the observer have to do with fate?
I'm not anyone to really question who the big man is, but if the man is really that big, then I guess what choice do we have?
I'm not big, but it's okay. You're talking about me.
Okay, what does the observer have to do with a big man in fate?
Well, so
I say we trust what Nigel tells us.
yes, and if it's a lie, then we're all going
Thank you.
insane.
I don't trust Nigel.
I just tap out. I just tap
It's
out to
2
Gander.
to
Thank
1.
you.
And I have the steer. I have the wheel anyway. So even if it were, only me, then well, I guess I couldn't force Gander. He'd probably just take the wheel from me. But I don't know. Let's just go
Athena
forward.
rolls her eyes and just goes to bed to sleep.
All right, so they're continuing forward.
Athena
Dear
wants to have a
God.
conversation with Ifrit.
Okay, so she goes
Can I
into
tap
the
it?
mind space.
And as she gets in there, can I just tap boo to Ifrit? Just see
To
what happens.
Ifrit.
Ifrit's in me.
You could either tap the
Sure.
crystal or something.
Yeah. So he taps the crystal,
Yeah,
and like the entire like mind world shakes. What? Who's doing that?
I think it said Ba.
Athena, I'm scared.
Chill out, Ifrit. You're gonna make me scared.
You know the reason I'm scared is because you're scared, right?
I'm not scared.
Yes, you are, because I'm scared.
Ifrit, I'm scared because you're scared.
I love their dynamic. It's great.
Anyway, Ifrit, so would this be a good time to take charge?
Well, this does seem like a very unruly situation. Just letting fate decide. What kind of advice is that?
I guess the kind of advice that you get from the big man.
Yes, the big man. that's what Dacius is gonna call the observer. Just throughout the whole thing, just the big man.
But, okay, do you know anything about a fate and the observer and a big man?
The observer.
What do you know about
The
it?
name does sound familiar.
Well, I don't need it to sound familiar. I just need to know the facts.
This is all because of you.
Me?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I swear on the
Listen.
river sticks I will hurt you.
We're becoming one being, Athena. The reason why why I said that is because your memories are merging with mine. So, as
I
I
haven't had
try
any
to
of your
think
memories,
back, all I'm receiving are your memories. I'm
Yes.
surprised you haven't gotten any of mine yet.
And your
I'm
memories are
not-
quite
I is
unpleasant.
returns.
I'm not complaining. What? Did you want me to keep you in that crystal for the next millennium?
No.
Yeah. So don't even give me that sass.
We can turn this crystal right around.
Yeah.
And
You
make
turn this
sure
crystal
you-
right around.
That's his new form change.
Ja.
Twist the crystal.
Plot twist.
Now, Ifrit,
He evolves.
He evolves
Plot
instead of it
twist.
being like one of those hexagonal crystals. It's an octagonal crystal.
Yes.
Yes.
oh
Or
God.
it's like a
Plot twist.
fucking what was it? Icosahedron
Yes.
or whatever the fuck. It's like
I
a
am Hades
D20.
in disguise. Now you've unleashed my true power.
Oh my
Oh
God.
no, not the D20.
Not the D20.
Oh, no.
I've been using the crystal the whole time.
Oh no.
Anyway, Ifrit,
Ifrit is just your way to self-insert.
Yes.
Ifrit,
your
give me
self-insert.
Self-insert.
Ow.
Ifrit.
Guess who's back?
Yes.
Back again.
I
Ya boy.
just
My boy.
She's even annoying the celestial spirit of fire or whatever the fuck.
Yes.
Okay, so again, you have to consider that their emotions and stuff are linked. So
Yeah.
the only reason he's really annoyed is because she's annoyed because he's not thinking of anything, but it's also because she's not thinking of anything. So they're both pretty much annoyed at themselves.
They're just intertwined.
Okay, how do I take charge? How do I overthrow Daisy?
Or maybe if you give me $1 million, I'll tell you.
Well,
Or $1 million gold.
we've seen that verbal exchanges do not go in our favor.
No, they don't.
So, our body is back. Perhaps a more physical approach would be necessary.
I don't know if it wants that.
That gave me an idea. Thank you, Ifrit. Now I'm gonna wake up. So bye.
Bye. I'm so lonely.
You're lonely. You get to play with my emotions all day.
No, I'm lonely because you're alone. Oh wait, did I say that out loud?
Athena just yells, "I am alone."
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh, she admits it. Oh boy,
Oh,
she admits it. See, I love how you're trying so hard to have Athena not be connected to Ifrit, but every time you do, she becomes more connected with Ifrit.
Yeah.
dang it.
Yeah. She's even becoming more and more of a terrible person.
Which means, like he said, she might be getting some of his memories soon.
Oh, baby.
I
Oh,
wonder
baby,
what those
triple.
could be. I wonder if those involve certain characters that a certain someone else is getting flashes about.
Yeah.
Oh crap. Okay. Anyway, before I dwell more on this, Athena just wakes up. Like, did I say that aloud?
What?
What?
What'd you say, mate?
Okay. She just stands up and starts pacing.
You know, Gander, this might be one of the more stupid things I've done, but honestly, if I really am going insane, then I guess what better a place to go insane than in a ditch on the side of a road? It's better than a prison.
Honestly,
I have a feeling.
yeah.
Take a right on the next right. Make a right.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just a feeling. We're going by
I'm
fate.
not. Yeah, I'm not arguing with you. I'm saying like, yeah, okay. I mean,
like,
we don't.
like inside, she's all giddy. Like he's listening to me. It's
Must be
working.
nice.
I mean, like, what difference would it make if we went left? I don't think much.
And just
Well, I
watch,
don't know,
just in case. Watch, just in case. Daisy is gonna draw like a map in the back of his spell book after this turn, and then they try to retrace their steps, and then he just mixes up the map with the Morse code.
With the Morse code. Oh,
That would be so funny.
that could be interesting.
Wait a minute.
I was like, there's gaps in the path.
Well,
Wait a minute. No, I have an idea.
What?
Nigel. She's talking aloud. Nigel, tell us if you're with the observer. Tell us which way to go.
yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't do that. It's not how this works.
But
And I just look at it. Well, and I just tap
Like we're
at her and
watching
say,
it in real time. Like and like the observer is talking as if like they can hear him, which they can't. We're watching this in real time. That's not how this works. Like if I was alone, I could scroll through any point in Fate's history.
Yes.
But I'm not alone, so the laws that the gods have set don't allow this.
and I just tap out. He can't because I'm here.
does Athena? Is it on Athena?
Yeah, it's on the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on Athena because you
He
asked.
takes out her spell book and writes it out.
Yeah, and then she thinks, and she does realize what he
No.
says.
No.
He can't because I'm here.
It says he can't because I'm here. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Ella, go.
This is taking me some years back. Except back then, I think I was genuinely hallucinating.
What happened back then?
Well, you know, sometimes you go to a tavern and the people serving the drinks aren't always the people that are supposed to be serving the drinks, and they slip you something.
Yes.
Oh, was it another one of those Shadow Troop members?
No, I'd be dead. It was probably just some kid that found some psychedelics in one of his dad's chests.
Hey, speaking of drinks, how many have I down so far?
Throughout this entire exchange, especially when the other party showed up, you have downed about 6 whole bottles at this point.
Nice.
Because you really hate them.
Well, then I'm really surprised. I'm guessing it's just where I'm in the void. I just don't get any effect.
Yeah, you you don't get drunk. That's like you still taste it, and it, like it like you still feel good drinking it, but like you don't get drunk. Yeah, you still get the buzz.
Well, then can I tap out to Dacius? Dragon Daniels don't affect me here.
Oh, yeah, just a flex. Be like, I can drink whatever, and I'm fine.
Oh, you bitch.
What?
Maybe I should have jumped in front of that. Well, I probably wouldn't know where he's going, come to think of it.
Where is he? Can he tell us where he is?
Hey,
I don't know, but he's talking to the big man and drinking Dragon Daniels, so I can't imagine he's in the underworld.
Hey, Nigel, tell us where you be.
Did he go to Celestia?
The fuck? I don't know.
I mean,
And I
he
just
at the Isles of
tap
the
and I
Blessed?
just tap out to Gander. I'm in some kind of. I'm between worlds. I'm in a void.
so again, I'm gonna roll because Gander's still unfamiliar. This is the last time he gets high.
That's
'Cause
the
a
last
long
time, mate.
Yeah.
Aw. So Gander, because of how long that was, Gander tries to write it down, but it like a lot of it's very sloppy and there's some parts missing, so it's fragmented. It's very fragmented. It says between in void. That's what is able.
Between.
Like that's what is legible.
Between in void. You know what? Who cares?
Between and what? So maybe he's in between worlds.
And I just tap out the letter Y on her, just to say
Why?
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I got why.
Like why, like for,
I think
for
he
a
meant the letter.
question, or
I think he meant the letter.
I guess it's supposed to be yes. So
I guess.
he's between worlds with the observer drinking Dragon Daniels, and he's watching. Wait, are you watching us?
I mean,
Well-
he must be, right?
Yeah, I don't think he'd be able to pull fucking celestial pranks on us if he wasn't.
But what is the in between? What is in between? What does that mean?
Listen. Well, maybe the necromancer guy. You know what? I think it's a big maybe if we'll even see him or any other town. For all we know, we could be in some fucking infinitely looping forest or some bullshit.
Well,
You know.
No,
I still believe in Nigel.
You have to have completed 60 quests to exit the forest.
Yeah. Yes.
A grind wall.
Yeah. No. It's a paywall. You guys have to give me $4.99 to go
Oh
into
my
the next
God.
chapter.
I
Yes.
probably would though.
Yeah, I was trying to refer to the 60-star infinite stairway in Mario 64.
and if only some people do, then your characters start dying.
Oh God.
That's how.
It's like a ransom. If you don't pay within 60 days, I'll fuck your character.
Yes. Double.
I'll make sure that mage you hate just
Yeah.
skewers him.
Try this.
God.
Try that. Try it.
You know,
I like
I'm
it.
starting. You know, Gander. The more I think
It's
about the current
good.
situation we're in, the more I really.
Did I
think
just
that we're
hear
all just
someone
really
say
stupid.
it's good after someone else before her said I'm drinking beer?
I had the rest of it.
But
What, the
I
rest
guess
of
no
beer?
matter. I guess no matter what in this situation we lose.
I don't know.
Unless-
I don't
Dacius,
know.
I'm going to be honest.
Unless they lose first.
And like he stops of what he was about to say.
What if they get to that necromancer and they just get the floor wipe with them? They didn't look that special.
That's
They
true.
like
I even in my fight with that monk after we just came back from a very hard battle.
But like I said, you don't know that they did it.
We barely survived that, but in my fight with that monk, we were about on the same level.
Nah, we don't know this. We have to wait and test.
I was so obscured with rage that I couldn't focus on that mage or that witch or whatever she is. But the thing is like, even if they are only slightly better than us, right? Neither of us should be 5 stars, and we're going up against a 3-star,
You know,
right?
but we don't know how good they truly are. We don't know what kind of quest they've been on. So
And they don't know what kind of quests we've been on.
Gander was just about to say that, and they don't.
yeah, no, they don't.
Quests we did.
They could have been on a harder quest or an easier one.
They were not okay. One thing I will say, Athena, they might have been on a hard quest before that, but they weren't on a, someone we just met died quest.
You don't know that though.
Why would
With
they
the way-
even make this a competition?
Not only that, but why would they
Because-
act so smug if they had really been through such a perilous
My
battle?
father? Have you not ever heard of the king? He
No.
freaking loved. He was so smug. Even when one of his sons died, he didn't care. He was still
Yep.
prideful.
He sounds like a terrible person.
He is.
I don't need.
Well, that explains family resemblance with Audrey, then.
And like, Ifrit appears in the crystal. He's terrible, and I hate him, and I don't want to ever go back.
Ifrit, stop spilling out my feelings.
I'm sorry. I felt it in the moment. Okay.
Oh my god, his voice is even more piercing when he's whining.
Can I tap Ifrit again just to scare him?
Yeah. He's absolutely. Stop doing that, Nigel.
Stop scaring me.
Nigel's scaring me, and that's scaring you, and that scares me.
Oh my god!
It's just an infinite feedback loop.
God, I hate this.
I hate you.
I hate you too. You know I love you. Then Athena goes back to hugging herself and crying again. They're just sobbing in the corner of the caravan next to the limp body of LaShawn.
Wait, hang on. I'm thinking about it. If I touch Athena, shouldn't Ifrit feel that as well since they're basically fused?
Yeah.
Well, then
You've already fucked with both of them. You know.
Yeah, you brought them to tears, and they're hugging each other.
You know we're a jerk. I'd tap them again, but I'm not going to.
I just love how, like, I didn't plan on Ifrit becoming this super whiny being fused to Athena, but I find that.
Well, I mean, you know, he's just going off what he's learning.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, he can't help it.
You know, he's fused.
He's
It really does show.
He's fused
And he's
with
fused
a
to the worst
super
character.
emotional
Teenage
girl
The
He's
worst
also a
one.
thief.
who's a thief and royalty.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got a lot going through his head right now.
Yeah, clearly.
He's going through celestial puberty for a second time.
It's like,
But it's the
It's
opposite
terrible.
this time. It's the opposite way this time.
it's without the celestial acne, and it's somehow worse.
Celestial acne. What, do they also have the celestial celestial high school fucking tape things that you have to watch? It's like, oh,
yeah, you know, you have to learn the stuff about being
puberty is a
celestials.
normal thing that normal people experience
that normal spirits experience.
at any point in their lives.
Once created by the god, the spiritual body goes through many changes.
One of them is
Grow
acne.
wings.
Don't ask how.
Okay, yeah. All right. So as Athena's pacing around, they come up to a crossroad. They can go straight, left, or right.
Athena asks Ifrit in her head, so which way should we actually go?
Well, you said right.
You stop going off my feelings. I want to go off yours.
Okay, then I say we go
Right.
So we're going right.
Yes.
Ifrit's no help in my head, but whatever.
It's my honest feelings. I sense
Can't help.
something over towards the right. There.
Andre, he can't help you. I mean, you two are fused together.
All right. Which
His
which
thoughts are
way
yours.
which way are we all going?
Ifrit and I both say right.
What about you, Gander?
Well, I believe we should keep going straight. After all, Nigel did say to keep going.
But Ifrit says he senses something on the right.
Maybe we're just all fucking going insane. You know what?
We're all there.
You know what?
Just go left.
Let's go. You know, let's go right. You know,
All right. Right it is.
Please stop creaking.
it's caravan sounds.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so annoying.
So they
Is it I think it's probably coming from me while on the swing. And it's not really creaking. It's just the chains moving.
they take a turn to the right. However, on the Mirror of Fate, something interesting happens. Flashes, like in a few flashes, like it shines white and it shows two like it shows them turning right, but then it flashes. It shows them going straight. It flashes. It shows them going left. And then it shows both of those outcomes at the same time. And they begin to dim until they're nothing but blackness. And it cuts back to them now on the right path. And the observer, his expression is, he's dumbfounded as he's looking at this has never happened before. This has never. No one has tried to defy fate as much as you guys. This is amazing.
Man.
Nigel, your group's amazing.
And I just look over, and then I just go back to sipping. Immediately, sorry. I just glance over at him, shrug, and then just go back to chugging.
So they're going down that right path, and Ifrit appears in the crystal. I sense it.
Hang on.
What do you
Hang on,
sense?
guys. Wait, what?
I sense demonic energy.
I don't know.
I sense a demonic presence.
I might have to get off prematurely, though, because my charger is kind of screwed up, and my phone's like 30 going down.
It's very
I
close.
think Mom left her
Athena
cable
pulls out her dagger. Get your weapons ready.
No, it's the one like
Right.
Nintendo
Hey,
Switch uses along with
Gander,
someone
might wanna get that your new sword out.
He dramatically, slowly pulls it out
Okay.
and holds it out heroically, and his experience, his expression is stoic, but on the inside he's like, oh, I bet I look so cool right now.
and
Athena just looks over and goes, meh.
Dacius just sort of grips his dagger with one of his hands.
Athena pulls out her wand too. Athena pulls out her dagger in her left hand and her.
What did I miss?
They turned right, and as they're going down, Ifrit senses what he is saying is a demonic presence.
And they all pulled out their weapons.
Yeah, they all pulled out their weapons. So
And I raised my right hand, preparing to tap.
So they
As
get
necessary.
out, but something interesting is they see what appears to be, and Gander, I don't know if the others would know. Actually, here, you guys roll.
What?
You guys roll a wisdom check.
Oh, you did?
Gander,
Gavin, you roll for me?
Oh, now
Gander,
For me
Gander,
first.
yeah. Gander knows what it is because he's read it in books.
You can take your brick, Mom.
Okay.
He's read about it in the books.
Take your brick.
Athena got it better than me. I got an 8. Athena got a 13.
Hold up.
Still work?
There we go. Okay, so
I'm back
Athena-
again, y'all.
so-
My mom did bring her charger, so I can continue to play until we're done.
nice. So Dacius
Headed
doesn't.
to the brick wall again.
So Dacius does not know, he's been around a long time. He does not know what the thing he's looking at is. However, Athena and Gander do recognize it.
What?
That
What is that?
it's from the stories. It's a griffin.
Oh, fuck.
It's Athena just stares at it. Is it guarding something? Usually they guard magic.
What's interesting is it looks like it's just kind of lazing. It's kind of like sitting on the ground with all four of its legs, or it's laying on the ground. Its expression kind of looks bored, but it does seem like it's waiting for something.
Athena turns invisible and walks up to it. and like examines around it.
as she does, here, Gavin, can you roll a 1d20, please?
Yes.
I want to see if she. Okay. Just give me 1 second. Okay. So, she's walking around invisible towards this creature. However, because she's kind of staring at it, what she doesn't notice is a few times as she's walking around, she steps on a few twigs that were on the ground. But the griffin doesn't seem to like do like it shows like a visual, like it shows it getting annoyed like as she steps on one, but after like a short look of annoyance it goes back to just boredom. So it doesn't seem like it's really concerned.
Athena goes back over and turns visible.
Guys, what all did I miss?
So we found a griffin, and
Remind me, what's a griffin again?
it's
It's an
a
eagle / lion / bat. Wait, no, it's
Oh,
just an
good
eagle
God.
/ lion. Literally an eagle.
yeah,
/ lion.
it's pretty much an eagle, but it has legs.
Yeah, literally what it is, it's an eagle. It has eagle wings, but bigger. It has like a lion's like mane and head, with like a eagle beak, and then it has like lion legs.
Can I poke its eye?
Do you want to?
Oh my god.
Wait, you know what? Never mind. I'll wait until to see if it starts to get frustrated with us, then I'll poke its eye.
Okay.
This shit creaks a lot.
He
It doesn't appear to be guarding anything unless it's under it.
That is true. In all the stories I've read, they've always been gods of something, either some sort of castle or magical
We've had a few pets
artifact.
in my kingdom.
Well, could that
Hey, little Miss
be
Royalty.
could that be a hint, a clue?
royalty, man?
Maybe
Royalty?
it's not maybe it's not directly around something, but it's guarding this path.
Well,
Hmm.
I guess we just, I don't know. I guess we walk forward, and if it comes to us, we attack it.
I mean, because it doesn't look like anything's nearby, but at the
It
same time,
And they look around, and it only appears like it appears like they're in the middle of nowhere. There's just trees.
Wait, Athena
All
uses her where she can see invisible things.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, she does have that power. Oh yeah, we leveled up, by the way.
Ooh,
I don't think Athena did, but hold up, let me look.
yes.
But yeah, no, she has not, but everyone else did.
Okay.
I leveled
So-
down, of course,
so-
because I'm dead.
I mean, you're still level 2. But
You're on
s-
par with Athena right now.
Yeah.
I'm
Athena
excited.
will level up. She will. Determined.
Yeah, yeah, she will, but
So she uses her spell to see invisible things, and as she's looking around to see, she does see that there is actually something strapped onto this griffin that was invisible. It appears to be like some sort of like cargo hold.
Y'all, there's like something strapped to that griffin, and it's invisible. And it's like a cargo hold.
so wait.
What?
Maybe they tasked the Griffin to deliver something. I don't know who would be using Griffins as a delivery service, but I guess it
My
worked.
family.
Wait. Don't these things usually fly or something?
I
I mean-
think they're trying to keep it on the ground.
And
Huh.
as they're pondering this, from the distance, like through on their right side, like by the griffin, the forest of trees, like an eruption of like just flame appears from like one section of the forest, and like the griffin doesn't seem bothered by it for some reason. It doesn't seem bothered by it. But of course it is strange.
What the fuck?
I guess we go that way?
What?
What is going on here?
Ifrit, what do you think?
That is where the demonic energy is residing.
Alright, we go right.
Whatever creature it is.
I don't know if I really want to fuck with that thing.
Hey,
if I'm
literally,
wrong.
I'm on the Discord. That's nasty. Yes, it is. How do you know that stuff? Okay,
Like,
anyway.
I
What
don't
is
know
happening
if
over
we
there?
should fuck with it, or if we even can.
But if
Wow.
you wanted to, who cares, right?
Ifrit,
Can I just randomly attempt to poke the fire and just see what happens?
Maybe,
To hell with it, who cares, right?
maybe we can see if we can go around it. Right? We can just see if we can go around it, and if we can't, then I guess we just have to fight it.
Oh.
Well,
Can I just poke the fire?
we don't know what it's doing. Of course, we can't just.
I mean, the eruption like stopped. Like it was just a short like boom.
Oh.
So if it stopped,
Wait a minute. What if that was a trap?
maybe it was, maybe it wasn't.
this is so difficult.
Do we even know?
Okay, so it would be dangerous to go in blind, but we don't
Yes.
really have a lot of time to think about this either.
And we
Yes.
can't split up.
There's no way to split up.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
There's only
there's no-
one path.
Come on now.
Well, yeah, I mean, but like, there's. Never mind.
Um,
I guess, I don't know.
Nigel, what do you think? Should we continue onward
Yes,
like you
what do you
instructed?
think?
And I just glance over and I just look at the overseer or whatever his name is,
The
and I
observer.
the observer, and I just look at him as if I'm trying to say with my eyes, "What do you think?"
What do I think? I mean, well, you see, fate has changed somewhat, somehow, during this whole situation. So I don't even know what might happen. So
Yeah.
I am kind of curious of what that explosion might be. So
Well, you know what?
I'm thinking maybe they should walk in there, but you don't have to tell them.
You know what, though? This caravan can take quite a fucking beating. So, I'm at least 99% sure that.
Oh, I just thought of something really cool now that you've brought that up.
What'd you think?
I thought of something really cool that could
Please-
happen.
Please don't tell me you're gonna fuck me over. Fuck all
No,
of us over.
well,
He goes, no, no.
I mean,
Wait.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I just know like this thing could be super.
Well, hang on. Should I tell
Wait a minute.
Dacius? Wait, should I tell Dacius to
Athena.
proceed, or should?
I mean, that's up to you.
Athena,
Well, I mean, the main thing I'm
Yes.
wondering is,
you
do I
can
tell
try to
Dacius,
befriend
we
something,
don't know, or should I
Yeah.
just? Should I tell
I should
Dacius
befriend
just
the
we don't
person.
know, or should I tell him go in the caravan?
I mean, again, that's up to you.
Athena.
Befriend
Maybe-
the griffin.
Yeah, maybe you can try and do that.
Oh wow, I'm looking through your powers now.
Athena's are good. Or Dacius's.
Dacius's, because he's level 3.
Oh, yeah.
You got some cool stuff.
Ooh. What do you think's the coolest?
Well, first there's counter spell, which I don't know what that does, but it sounds powerful, and I think that could be the ultimate way to screw over Little Miss Mage, depending on what it is. Let me see what it is.
It sounds to me like either it would just cause it to either just fizzle out, or it would like reflect it back at him. That's what it sounds to me.
Yeah, like reflecting it back though, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it would.
Like just imagine he's in the fight with her, and she does like a really big, powerful spell, and he just sends it back.
And it's like, oh, screw you, you're gonna die.
And she's like, screw you, and he's like, no, you.
No.
It's just like Uno.
I played my ultimate attack, the reverse card.
God.
Oh, that's amazing.
Maybe throw in a fucking pick 4.
Okay, you attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. The creature's casting a spell. Oh. Okay. That's kind of lame. I mean, it's useful. That's lame. So it doesn't reflect spells. It just makes them not happen, which is still super useful. But that's not.
You know what though? That could still be a real fuck you moment to that mage.
That definitely would.
She'll have this big, like, powerful spell, and I just don't know.
She's charging it up 2 turns, and like Dacius rolls the higher number, and nope, it just fizzles out. And she, huh?
No, he needs to use the
before Dacius like stabs her in the head with a dagger.
No,
I'll do the counter spell the turn before and just fucking throw the dagger.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is Nigel?
I'll just tell him. I don't know.
Okay, so he does it to Dacius. He says, "I don't know."
You know what? Let's try to go around. Everyone in the caravan.
Okay, so they get
But what
into
use would Lashana to be?
Don't tell me. No.
What?
We're just going around. We're just going around.
Okay.
Okay, well, we need to find her a space to where, like, if something happens,
Well, she's in the back of the caravan. She's just sort of in the back. I don't think.
Yeah.
Isn't there like
Worst come to worst, we can attempt to sacrifice her to try to get ourselves off a little easier.
You're gonna try and put her in the trunk. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. That sounds like a lot of effort.
Okay. They go back into the caravan, and they begin, moving, trying to get past this griffin, and again, it doesn't move. It seems very docile compared to what griffins are normally seen as in stories and stuff. And even for Athena, her own experience.
Okay, no, there's something wrong with this.
Maybe it's just dead.
It ain't dead.
I mean, like,
there's something wrong with that.
And they do walk, and they do drive past it, and now they're going to the forest, and like the smoke from that explosion is still, like you can still see it. So they continue onward until they see, until they get to kind of an open area. And there they see, they don't, the caravan isn't all the way out there yet. Dacius looks out. And he has an idea of what happened here after he sees what he sees.
Athena crawls and sits next, tries to what he sees
is he sees Sigmund leaning against a tree. They see Gorm, the monk, meditating under a waterfall that is also in that area. And then they see someone they don't recognize.
Excuse me.
But they do know what they are.
Dragon Bolt.
Dacius recognizes what they look like from the dude that got beat up in the Adventurers Guild before. It's a Tayfla,
Oh.
a half-demon.
What the Oh, you...
Dacius.
And the
what's wrong?
Tayfling is on the ground, like back on the ground. They seem to be alive though.
Gander, Athena,
What?
I think we've been beat. Although I don't see a dead necromancer anywhere.
What are you talking? Oh, them.
Can Athena just get out and just walk over to Golden
Yeah,
and
Dacius is just gonna get out too and just sort of look around.
Yeah,
I
so
think-
they.
jumps out and runs over to Golden Man?
Okay, so they get out, and and Athena is the one who hears this first because she's running. So Sigmund, he's leaning against the tree, and he looks at the Tayfling. All right, Jellica, are you done? Yeah, I think so. All right. Look, we have to hurry, get over that town, see the necromancer before it's too late.
Athena just stops running.
And they see. Oh, decided to follow us, did you?
Follow you? Please.
Actually, we kind of came here without a map. I'm surprised we ran into you. But I
And,
guess
Gander he's shaking his fists, but he's quiet.
so.
Athena just like turns on like her innocent prissy act.
So, who's the Tayfling? If I may ask.
Oh,
You may not.
I suppose. This is Jellica, the mage girl.
I guess she's in her true form.
That she is. She does have a maniacal, like her maniacal grin is back, but Dacius notices something different. She does have that grin, but she doesn't appear to be like enjoying this. She doesn't appear to be happy. He sees like sweat coming off of her as if she's nervous.
Athena just pulls out her dagger. What? No, never mind. She already.
So, I'm guessing we're on the right track, right? I mean, otherwise we wouldn't have run into you.
Well, who says that we're on the right track?
Wait a minute.
Well, I mean, you'd be making yourselves look like fools, because, I mean, we got here without a map. We just ended up here. Hell, we ran into a griffin on the way in.
Wait a minute. What did you do to that griffin?
Oh,
What did you do to the griffin?
he's our steed.
He's your what?
Our steed.
Oh.
He transports us, and Dacius puts two and two. That is why whenever they pulled up to the general store, they didn't see any like carriage or any like mode of transportation that they used because
Yeah,
it wasn't on the ground; it was in the air.
That's
You
some
are so
pretty.
cruel.
No, that's just some pretty fancy transport.
That's not fancy, Dave.
Oh yes, it was a gift from my father.
Who's your father?
Oh. Man.
Kill it on the way out.
Not gonna answer your question. Your father's too pathetic to answer.
Well, gee.
Oh wait,
Someone's
did
gonna
she
happy me
ask
today.
who
Yes.
is?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't hear you, Xander. So that's
Oh.
why he didn't say
Oh.
anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll lower Xander a little bit. Okay. My father, Sigmund Archibald Bartholomew II.
So I guess you're a third.
That is correct.
Oh. I feel so sorry for you.
Man. So I guess we both have some pretty magical rides, eh?
So, who's your father? Like, how is he important?
Is he important?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, I got to look at the notes because I think I remember what the kingdom's name is, but I'm gonna look. It's been a while. Okay, I did not remember exactly what it was. I was close. Okay. My father is the Duke of Lulinta, the kingdom.
Hang on,
And-
guys. I'll be back.
Coughing.
And but like she does kind of like that name sounded like a name too stupid to not remember, and now she knows why, because she does know who his father is.
A duke. Okay. Oh my god.
So, did you get raised in a kingdom?
Why, yes.
So, does Daddy give you anything you want? Must be nice.
Well, look, we're not here to talk about our past.
Yeah, listen,
Oh.
Athena, give the son of the son of the Duke a break, okay?
Dude.
You know what? Listen,
Son of a
Sigmund, Archibald, the whatever.
Sigmund is fine.
All right, Sigmund.
Oh,
Listen.
you don't like Bartholomew.
I
Does it shame you?
listen.
I heard that the army
You know, I
has some
really
pretty
don't
jokes
know.
about you.
What
mean-
was that?
The king's army, his sons, all of his 50, 60, 70, however many sons he has now, have a running joke about you.
They still have that around.
Bartholomew, the golden boy.
Wait a minute. Oh my god. So, were you ever part of like a royal regiment?
Yes.
Yes, he was.
I remember I was with this group, right? We were tasked with getting some like
By the way,
magical-
throughout like Dacius and Gander making fun of Sigmund, Gander's like his frustration.
Dacius and Gander. You mean
Sorry, Dacius and Athena. Dacius and Athena are laughing at Sigmund. Gander's frustration like subsides, so now he's calm or calmer because they're laughing. He's more confused
back.
now than angry.
But listen, Sigmund. Okay, there was this regiment. I don't know if you were a part of it, but I was with this. It was like this trade union that had been banned. What kingdom were you from?
Lulinta.
Well, I missed.
Yeah, Lulinta. They were banned in Lulinta for some reason. Anyways, we were tasked with.
Question, really quick. Lulenta is the kingdom that we're in, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I was just making sure.
Yeah, we were in this trade union, right? That's banned in Lulinta, and we had to get some of these basic goods. They weren't even illegal. It's just we weren't supposed to be trading anything, so we had to go overseas, bring the stuff to Lulinta, and this royal regiment tried to stop us, right? And they came up. They were talking all big. They had these big swords. We fought them off, and all we had were a couple escorts armed with crossbows because none of them, they were trained, yeah, but
I
oh my
heard
god. Like, I'm not gonna say that's representative of you, but I mean, you know.
That was you?
Golden Bartholomew.
Well, I mean, yeah. I wasn't exactly the I was like the right-hand man to the captain of that ship. And like, it wasn't even an armed vessel, man. We just walked up there. We didn't... my God. Like, after that, all of all like a bunch of trading unions, alliances, all that sort of stuff, like they pretty much didn't even care about all of the stuff, all the bans that Lulinta was placing.
Wait, hold on, wait.
But listen, okay, Sigmund. I think we're equal now. We both made fun of each other. I've made fun of you because you were either a part or related to a regiment that was a complete joke of a royal regiment.
No, Dacius.
What?
Is there something funny? Golden Boy, didn't you fancy the king's daughter? Or was that just a rumor?
His face gets red with both anger and embarrassment.
Okay. Listen, Athena, we need to lay off. Come on.
Hey, Corey.
Listen, Sigmund, it's nothing personal. It only makes us equal now.
Equal? I can go on and on about Golden Boy.
Well, please
Well,
don't.
I missed. While I was inside, dropping some keys off to my aunt and getting a Swiss roll.
So, the mage that Dacius hated so much has turned out to be a tiefling.
Well, I was there for that.
Okay. And pretty much, we learned that Sigmund was part of one of the kingdom's royal regiments, and he was pretty much a laughing. And Athena and Dacius are making fun of him.
Oh.
You know, but...
Also, it feels like I'm having to put one off right up to my mic or something.
But, you know, Sigmund, maybe you'll beat us in this little challenge, maybe not. But I think now we've both had some good laughs at each other. You've laughed at us for, well, not a whole lot, actually. You kind of just called us peasants, which... I mean, I was kind of thinking you were going to call us, you know, anything else. Maybe even fucking criminals or something. But
I can tell.
Peasant is one of the only insults about me I haven't heard. Wouldn't even call it an insult, really. Most of my friends are peasants. You know, well, the ones that, well, actually, no, none of them are alive anymore. But you know.
Me be a peasant. I need to go back to the caravan.
Okay, Athena, you're getting a bit too snobby now.
And so Athena's like laughing, and she like turns to get to the caravan, but as she does, she hits something and falls to the ground. And as she looks up, she sees Grom, who looks like his expression is already like very stern. Like, he already has a very stern expression. But he does not look happy. And it does kind of frighten Athena a little, because it's just this giant mass of a person standing above her.
You know, what I will give you, Sigmund, because I kind of feel bad for laying it on you like that. I gotta have some amount of respect for someone who can just walk into, you know, an adventurers guild, you know, acting all big like that. Because the amount of people that I've seen in golden armor that just get absolutely dunked on in adventurers guilds, like, mad respect for you, man. Mad respect.
Mad respect.
And I even got some respect for that monk. The mage, not so much. Little less respect for her. But
okay.
You know, I kind of like you.
So Athena Athena's still laughing because she's just
She's like
laughing.
rolling on the floor. Like,
Yeah, she's rolling on the laughing, and they've all been paying attention to Sigmund. However, as Athena is laughing, she realizes it's getting harder to laugh and harder to breathe. And she turns over and she sees that Jellica, using her tail, because tieflings do have tails, is constricting her neck, making her not, like, she's not doing it hard enough, Athena, to, like, really get hurt. But Athena can't laugh anymore.
Athena like takes her dagger, like stabs at the.
Okay, you gotta roll to see if it hits.
I'll roll for it.
Gabby, you wanna roll for me? Thanks.
Hey, can I try to
Ouch.
tap her at the same time that her swing fails or something?
She got a 7.
Yeah, you
Well,
can.
like, tap Jellica or whatever her name is.
Yes. Yeah. So, he does. So she tries to swing her knife, and also, Nigel tries to tap. However, she ducks under the knife swing, and as she does duck, she swings her tail down, still holding on to Athena, which hits Athena's body on the ground, which does cause. I'm just gonna say because it again, it's not like a huge amount of damage,
Yeah, no.
but it's still damage.
Wow.
So and the
That's a lot
tap
of
didn't seem
damage.
to phase, and Jellica's maniacal grin is gone, and now she does look angry. You don't know half of the things Sigmund's been through.
And you don't know half the crap I've been through.
Oh, I bet I do.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, so
You
now
know,
we
hold
find
up,
out.
Hold up, Mage Lady. Before you kill her, look at that
She tells
fucking
me
crystal. Look at that fucking crystal.
Yes.
Yeah, and she does. Oh wait, is she actually like trying to activate Ifrit?
No, she's
No,
not
no.
talking to Ifrit.
No,
Okay.
I'm
She
I'm
left
I'm
Ifrit
okay.
alone.
I'm
Okay.
telling the Mage Lady to look at the crystal.
Okay, and
He's
she
having
does.
Ifrit come into the crystal.
Oh, okay,
He's
yeah. So
having
Ifrit
Ifrit,
shows
like,
up.
appear in the crystal.
Yes. Hello.
Appear in the crystal.
Oh hi. How are you?
Yeah, like Mage Lady, you could try and take her on, but she almost incinerated someone from the fucking Shadow Troop. So I mean, she's got a spirit in her that's hell bent on literally burning the world, and every time I hear its name, my head hurts like hell. In fact, talking like it, I feel talking about it, I feel real fucking queasy. Anyways,
It's my friend. Chill out.
You know-
Incinerate?
oh yeah, and it'll
These weak
incinerate
arms
you
are
too.
heavy. There's vomit on the
In
sweater
fact,
already.
it'll
My
probably-
spaghetti
Mage
is
Lady,
nervous.
listen.
Incinerate.
Yeah,
You
and
think you know what incineration means?
yeah, because I fucking seen it.
So a flame appears in her hands, and like it through the crystal, Ifrit's eyes do widen. Sure.
What?
Oh, hang on.
You gotta
I
be
need
quiet.
I need Athena for this. I need Athena
Alright.
for this part. Okay.
I'm right here.
All right. So Ifrit, Athena,
Yeah.
Athena, you have to get out of this. You have
And
to
I-
break free now.
Do you now?
I want
Athena
to-
like takes points her wand and I can't. I'm using the charger. Okay, well, chill out. Sorry, I have my cousin here. I'm just
Ah.
sitting.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Where were we?
you're about to
You-
get burnt or something.
You have to get free.
Athena tries to freeze, use her Ray of Frost and freeze her tail.
Okay. Okay. I don't see how that breaks free.
No!
Yeah, I don't
You
see
could
how that
freeze
would work.
her,
but then again-
like just as a whole.
I was gonna say, if
Yeah, just
anything,
freeze her.
freezing her tail would make you more trapped.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
freeze her. Just freeze her. Just like try to
Well,
freeze her.
you better roll that 1d20.
Yes.
Ooh, 17.
38.
All right,
17.
so Athena manages to take her wand and use the Ray of Frost, which does freeze Jellica's body entirely. And Athena falls to the ground. However, Ifrit's still worried, and Athena can feel that he's still worried.
Yeah.
And
Ifrit, what is that?
Yep.
She's talking.
and that thing, she
That
is
thing,
no,
it will
she is
never
no mere Tayfl. I have seen Tayfl.
Yes.
That is no mere Tayfl. She is not half demon.
She's full demon.
And the even though she's completely frozen, like Athena looks and she sees like an orange forming in the ice. She's about to burn out of the ice.
Okay, Athena. What does Athena do? Ooh, Athena, come on.
You could try and run.
No, Athena. Remember, how many times have we established that Athena doesn't run?
Yeah, she can't. Can she run or she just doesn't?
Now she is not.
Yeah, yeah. She was established as a coward. Now she's just stupid.
Okay, so she like takes a few steps back and like stands next to Gander.
Just a few steps back.
She goes and stands next to Gander.
Okay.
2 steps forward and 2 steps back.
Okay. So I'm gonna need everybody to roll 1d20 right now. I'm gonna need everybody to roll 1d20 right now.
Gavin?
Everybody.
Ooh, I rolled a good number.
Okay.
Wait,
and then
everybody, does it include me or no?
Oh, I rolled a good,
and I'll
good
roll-
number too.
I'll roll for Athena.
Wait, what?
Zenzio.
Oh my god!
Wow!
What Athena?
Wow!
You got a 1.
Oh, this is gonna be amazing. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Okay, so Gander and Dacius know, like, right off the bat, what's about to happen as they see that orange. So they both book it.
Yes.
But Athena, she's pretty confident in herself. She's thinking,
Yes.
you got a 1. This is what happened. You got a 1. Athena's confident in herself. She like, okay, sure, she might be heating up that ice, but there's no way that she can do anything besides melt the ice.
Oh no!
Sure about that?
What happens instead is a large pillar of fire shoots out and hits Athena dead on.
She does have 4 fucking health potions.
Yeah, so that should help.
Yeah, but is she still alive to use them?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Hey, I didn't say
By
I
the way,
killed her. I just
regarding-
said I might have.
Oh my god.
By the way, for those wondering, I was trying to find the original Final Fantasy IV version of the music, but I couldn't.
What
So
took
I
you
had to
so
resort-
long?
It's the same track, it's just slightly redone here.
Gosh, Athena's about to die.
Xander, what
Okay.
took you so long, dude?
All right, so
You've been out of the chat for a
all
while.
right, here we go.
No, I haven't, Hunter.
Huh?
Okay.
I haven't been out of the chat for a while. I've been here I've been here a lot of the time.
I probably thought that because
so-
you didn't say anything.
Athena, she's of course very scared. The pain of these flames, it's like nothing she's ever experienced.
It's like
if-
so unreal pain
If
she's
she
never
ever
experienced.
heard the word hellfire after this point, this is what she would imagine. But she realizes that she is still alive. Her body is charred.
Yes.
She feels weak, but she's still standing.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
Okay.
And she sees there is something radiating off of her body, and she sees on the crystal that Ifrit seems to was doing something.
She thinks to Ifrit, "Thank you."
This is all I can do unless you fully unleash. Do not waste our lives.
I won't.
I
Athena.
Oh.
Athena takes out her dagger and throws it, and then runs.
Okay, all right. You're gonna. Well, that's two things. Can't do two things. You're not Lashana. You either run or you throw the dagger, which you do for this turn.
It's hard.
That's what she said.
She throws the dagger.
Okay, she throws the dagger. All right, Dace, or Gavin, if you would.
Come
Do
on.
the magic.
Dacius, use your mind power.
Do the magic, yeah.
It's a 4. Come on.
So,
Hate me.
so
Does.
she throws the dagger. Jellica bats it away with her tail and dashes up to Athena like some sort of animal on all fours, and the maniacal grin is back.
Yes.
But just as she is about to pounce on Athena, who is like fearing for her life, Sigmund sticks out his sword in between. Stop. And then Jellica, like, it's kind of like a cartoony moment where she like stops midair and falls on the floor. I think we've shown them enough.
Yeah.
Fine.
Athena just walks over and grabs her dagger.
Gander?
Yes, Stacy. By the way, like at this moment, like both groups are on like completely opposite sides of each other now.
Yeah.
And just as a cool little visual scenery thing, in the middle of them is the water that Grom was meditating under. So they're in like an open forest passage. There are both sides kind of just glaring at each other.
Gander.
Yes, Stacy.
I think I've lost all respect.
For me or for them?
Them.
I agree.
A half demon would be fine.
She's a full freaking demon.
A half demon I could have respect for. But a full demon, as maniacal as that one, deserves nothing but to return to the place that they came.
And it seemed like Jellica was about to say something, but Sigmund puts his hand on her shoulder, just shakes his head no.
Athena walks back to the caravan and then turns around, looks at Sigmund, and goes, "You know who I am."
Oh, I do.
Yes, you do. She just gets on the caravan.
And Gander looks at Grom again. I thought you were a true. And for the first time he's ever spoken to, I am. And
You know,
just that little exchange, Gander turns around.
you know, I was going to write off that little bout that both of us, all of us had, as a misunderstanding. I'm sure you people have been through a lot. Everyone in this fucking world has. To varying degrees, of course. You know. And as much as I don't want to judge somebody just by what they are, you know, as much as I want to say that being a demon or being in support of them isn't inherently wrong, I can't, with all of my heart, say that.
And she doesn't say anything until Dacius does turn around. And as he begins to walk, she does scream out, "At least I never said anything about you being an ant."
Why should I care? Fuck, for all I know. As far as I know, I'm the only one in existence. I've lived for so goddamn long, man. Like, why do I need to have a problem for being an ant? What does that even fucking entail? I've heard nothing about ants. At least ant people, bug men. Nothing. But the stories of you demons, oh, they run deep in every culture, of nothing but fear or hate. Even the most respected dwarves, knights, elves want nothing to do with a demon. A half demon, maybe. But a demon, as far as I can tell, hell, even if you weren't a demon, you are only full of hate. Only. And he just keeps walking.
He keeps walking. And now I'm not going. I want to bring something up about what just happened here, but I don't want to yet, because I'm fairly certain it was completely intentional. So I'll wait until our after session discussion.
Oh God.
But I will say this time, what happens as our group is leaving, as Dacius walks away from earshot. Angelica, she falls to the floor, and tears begin to well up in her eyes. Sigmund bends down. I know. No one will ever understand you. And now you know what? No, screw it. I really want to point out here. That little exchange, if you think about it, on what Dacius just said and everything that's been going on, the tables have already turned here.
Yeah.
They are not the jerks to us anymore.
Yeah.
We are the jerks. We are the rivals.
Yeah.
And heck, if you all want to think about it even further, since we're already going to our ride, we're going to be the ones ahead now. We are the villains to their story now.
Even though, like, because I kind of felt like something like that was going to happen, but I was like, you know what? Dacius might be smart, he might be caring, or he might be a pacifist, but he's been through some shit.
Right.
And so have they, but, like, he's not going to act rationally.
Right. Yeah.
So,
no, it's completely in character. I'm just saying I love this part because, like, this this is the beginning of
Yeah.
the table turn that I've been waiting for ever since I thought of these characters.
Yeah.
All right.
But
I've been drooling for this. Finally,
drooling.
I think I'm gonna have Dacius think about it, and maybe
well,
be
here
like,
the session's not over yet, so let's.
yeah.
So they all get back into the caravan. Does Athena want to drink one of her health potions? She is really low on health.
Yeah, she's drinking one of them and then she's curling up and crying.
Okay, hang on, I gotta give
She
you a.
feels bad
And
for what
I'm
she
going to
said.
tap you while you're crying.
You're so screwed up.
Okay, so
And
Athena's
why?
crying, and
It's not me, it's my character.
Oh.
and even and even Gander, like he sits down. He's angry, but he like puts his hands over his face. What
Athena goes over to Gander and
am
asks.
I doing?
Athena asks Gander, "Did I do wrong?"
I don't know.
I do know him. He was so prideful and arrogant. Whenever he was at the kingdom, he would always talk about. Never mind. But I was to marry him.
And like Gander stops and like like his eyes are wide when she that.
Yeah.
Wait, so because didn't she bring that up earlier? Didn't she bring
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
So then, yeah, he was the one. He's the one you brought up.
Yeah. Because I was the only girl. I was the only princess.
But why is he here?
I think I have a theory. Part.
Game. I'm sorry.
God.
Gay battle.
I could be wrong, but I think my father blamed him for me leaving. Except my father knew the real reason, but he needed someone to blame. But I could be wrong.
Gander,
Yeah, Stacy.
there's gotta be something more. There's no way that someone could be so blatantly evil. There's gotta be something that I'm missing. They wouldn't be respected if she was just that evil. Or if they were all just that...
That's evil.
I said he wasn't a warrior, but he never attacked. He never did anything until I swung. Are we truly the ones in the wrong here?
I don't.
You know, Gander,
You don't know, do you?
I think I've been in the wrong enough to know that, yeah.
And he looks. He takes out the quest page again. Did they truly give us this? Because we brought up how Nigel died? But why?
Maybe
There's only one
we
thing.
should have let them have.
There's only one thing, Gander, that I've learned you can do when you're in the wrong. Try to do right.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
We're gonna continue to the necromancer.
Gander, he's had his sword out this entire time, but he finally puts it away. Yes. We must continue onward. Not just for our sake, but for theirs.
And for Nigel. I think the next time we meet them, we should apologize.
But an apology, that's nothing but words.
I know what we must do. They gave us this challenge.
Let them win this challenge?
No.
Bruh.
The warrior's way. We must give this challenge everything we've got.
Okay. Alright, we're doing this.
Yeah.
Caulifla!
And if we meet them along the way, if we meet them in a battle, in whatever, what then?
No, try not to fight them.
If it ever does come to blows, and if they have no intent on holding back, I say we do the same.
I don't know if I can face Golden Man again.
Whether we like it or not, that's the only respectful way for adventurers like them, like us.
We can't hand them any victories. We can't hand them anything.
That is what they would want.
Well, no. I've had things handed to me enough times to know.
He was saying they would want them to not hand them.
Oh, okay. So, if we win, then what?
I guess
we'll figure that out when we get there.
Are you listening to Dirty Laundry, Hunter?
I guess we share the spoils, but I guess we also don't know what those would be.
Whatever, I guess we just go on. Try not to think about it.
This truly is an unjust game, isn't it?
Maybe. I don't know.
Athena thinks to Ifrit. Athena wants to talk to Ifrit.
Okay, so Athena goes into the mind space, and there's Ifrit, and he's looking just as she is.
Ifrit, be completely honest. Like, don't follow my emotions. Try to away from emotions. What I did, was it cruel? What Dacius did, was it cruel? Gander didn't really do anything.
What? Cruelty. I must allow me to show you something. And the void world flash, like all Athena sees is a flash of white, and then it looks like she's seeing something from her eyes. It appears to be a very fancy looking city, fairly large. She can see many people from below. But then she sees something she remembers. She sees an orb of fire, the same kind that she fired back when she was being possessed. And as it falls down and it hits the ground, the entire city becomes engulfed in flames. Her view gets hurled down from the sky and lands down in the burning remains. Red lightning hits the ground. She sees knights. She sees sorcerers. She sees all of these people joining to fight this creature, to fight her,
Yes.
and she keeps striking them down. And then
They're
the flash of
over here,
white
on the glider.
comes back,
I don't have them. They're over on the glider, though.
and
Yes,
she's
I
back
do.
in the mindscape.
Who was that?
I'm back, y'all.
I have never known what cruelty was until this moment.
Her.
So
Exactly.
I could not tell you whether what you did was right or wrong.
Who was that caused that destruction?
It was I.
Ifrit. Why?
It was what I was ordered to do.
By whom?
By the ones who created me.
Well, that doesn't help. Who created you?
God. He's trying to be all serious, and she's just like, yeah, but what about this?
Was it the big man?
Oh my god.
Calling it. I cannot remember their names anymore.
Okay, well. Will my skin always be this sharp?
I would
God.
sure hope not.
Yeah, because, beauty is part of being a princess.
Yes, it would be rather. It would sully your royal image if you were permanently charred.
Ew. Okay, well,
Perhaps we can make a pit stop on the way.
to where?
Some body of water. Make sure there's no giant spiders around.
Okay. Athena pulls out of, the mindscape. We need to make a pit stop
Why? Where? What?
to a body of water.
By the way, they haven't, because I don't think they've actually said they started moving yet.
Yeah.
So they've just been
Move it.
sitting there, and as
Why, what were Dacian and Gander doing? Why Athena was in her crib?
sulking.
Yeah.
They're reflecting on themselves because Gander was silently judging a great warrior just on the merit of his team, his other teammates being angry.
It's probably the
That was bad. And then you have Dacius, who did the worst thing of all, and tell
mine's charging.
a demon who is obviously not comfortable being a demon due to the fact that she disguised herself in the town, which was a little
Yeah.
hint. Pretty much saying how you're garbage, you have no right to exist in this world, be gone, thought.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and that obviously destroyed her, which I have in addition to that, because there is a reason why she smiles like that, and there was a hint to why she smiles like that, but I don't know if you all caught it, so I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, a lot of the hints you lay out for us, I just end up missing a lot of the time.
I know, which,
Shame.
but on further if I bring them up, then it's oh yeah.
Yeah.
Duh. Anyway.
I guess it's because I'm usually too focused on what's happening, and I forget whenever you point out a small detail, it's usually important. With the whole saying that the waiter has a scar and she doesn't look too good, I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, get me some drinks.
Yeah, exactly. Which again, I like. I like that because that means that you guys are being, you guys are playing your characters as you should be. You're not being too much on your toes, like trying to look for every small thing, and then your character being like, "Oh, I noticed that. I noticed that." Because no, that's not realistic. They wouldn't.
No, it's not. Not at all.
But anyway, so they've just been sitting there, and due to their stalking, they haven't noticed, but the other party has saddled up on the Griffin, but they haven't left yet. They have not left yet either. Both parties and both of their vehicles are still staying still.
Why do you need to use the other bathroom? Go use the big one. No. Go turn on the light.
And
Well, go use the big bathroom.
does Dacius like look over and notice, or is everyone okay?
Yeah,
so Dacius looks over. What makes him feel even worse is he sees that now Jellica is wearing a very large white cloak that not only blends her in with the Griffin due to most of its white feathers, but it hides most of her. It hides her red skin, her tail. It hides everything. Feels like, of course, she's only wearing that now because of him. But he's also realizing he's doing the same thing. He's wearing the cloak. When she said she never made being an ant, he didn't take off his partially made cloak thing. So most of him was covered. It was only because she knew. She knew what he had been through.
I mean, but I mean,
I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to get in a discussion about it.
No, I mean, like,
I'm just continuing story stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying, like, the reason she knew is because the one part where I did fucking rip the entire cloak off.
Oh yeah, that. But.
But yeah, I mean, the blanket that I had on wasn't exactly concealing.
Yeah.
Athena's just like crying and looking at Sigmund.
Yeah, Sigmund's there. He's at the very because like they're all on the Griffin because Griffin's huge. So they're all, but like Rom and Jellica are on its back while Sigmund is more up to.
You know?
And of course, I'll download and add all that stuff later on. Hey, Ma,
But this
here's your
this
keys
one was
and
so good.
question.
Like
Would
I
it
don't
be
like
okay?
I don't know how many of my NPCs you've all actually liked, but I
Would it
think
be okay
these
if we do it again
NPCs,
tomorrow?
at least throughout this whole little rivalry arc, we will
Hang on,
learn
guys.
to
I'm still trying to find out
truly-
Mom's is okay, but
truly
Hold on.
care for them.
They're not one dimensional is the thing, you know.
Yeah, like you might not actually like them, but they have layers.
Yeah.
They came off as pure jerks. And in some aspects, they are. But that also goes for our characters.
Yeah.
These characters obviously have backstory. They obviously have things.
I really want to change Athena. Like, make Athena nicer.
We're
less
thinking of doing it
stupid.
again tomorrow.
Well,
No,
you can
that's
just
your.
you can
okay.
learn.
I mean,
like-
okay, so here's the thing with Athena. What you got, it has to be kind of
What's the latest recall?
gradual. She can't just
Yeah.
be nice now. I think the best thing she can do at this
guys.
point. What?
We should be able to do it tomorrow, but my aunt has to work. So we can't go any later 10, absolute latest.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
We
I mean,
we usually end by like 9:40, and then we just have talk. Like we just talk.
yeah, we just talk about the session and things that might happen later, maybe.
Hang on.
You
Hang on,
know,
guys.
I was kind of expecting that you were
I
just
love you.
going to have them.
Chip was good.
Well, okay, I was kind of expecting you were going to, make them be better. I mean,
Guys,
I
I'm gonna
feel
hop off.
so bad.
in both instances, we've both had a reverse. We both have things that we've tried we've tried to hide that we regret.
Guys, I'm gonna get off.
We can
All right.
okay, that's fine.
See you all tomorrow.
Yep. See ya.
In the first situation, they were being dicks to us and we reacted. In the second one, we were being dicks to them and they
And
reacted.
reacted.
Same.
Except in this case, we were a bit more.
Yeah, because pretty much what the big difference is that when they were dogging on us, it was them pushing us out of the way, and then after them being attacked, they started calling us names.
Yeah.
This
But
time
we-
it was personal attacks on their leader.
Yeah. So it's one of those things that's understandable.
It's more like, yes, should Jellica have attacked? No, there is a reason why she did. It does have to do with her being a demon.
The thing is neither of us are pure good.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Like
the thing. Like because of course, if Sigmund was truly good, he would have stopped Jellica immediately. But no, he waited until Jellica showed how powerful she truly is.
And it's like,
See, to be completely honest, I thought Athena was gonna die.
yeah.
If
Well, if
I mean,
Athena died,
I mean,
then
I rolled a pretty big die, so I will be honest. She survived because it got a low number.
Okay.
the thing is if she would have died, it would have been a bit more on our side again. Right now, they're a bit better than we are.
Yeah, like that's like that. It was because like it didn't kill you because like the whole Ifrit like using his power. It's not because you went down to 1 HP or like 0 HP and I was just making a reason why you're still alive. No, you still had HP. I was just making a reason why you like an in-universe explanation of why you weren't just incinerated.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
understand.
To justify how the dice were
Yeah.
So yeah, I do like how the standings are right now because they are a little better than we are.
I do find it funny though, because we also both have characters that can at certain times have bullshit fuck you powers, being both
Yeah.
Athena and Jellica.
Yeah, which again, I have explanations for her powers and things. There's a lot out of them. Well, okay, that's not actually true because I was gonna say out of all of them, Jellica has the most complicated backstory, but that's not true because thanks to you guys, Sigmund has a
No,
very
stop,
complicated
Ella.
backstory now.
Yeah.
You need to chill out. Did you take your melatonin?
Which thank you for that because now I do have a big backstory for Sigmund. I do have to work on one for.
You better
I'm
stop.
going to be honest. I don't have much for Graham's backstory, but I don't think there really needs to be much for him because he doesn't talk much anyway.
Yeah.
Pretty much it'll be fairly tragic. But if you compare it to the other two, you know, you're probably going to be like, okay, like he's a more likable character, but his backstory and stuff isn't as fleshed out.
Yeah. I think Dacius only really has to say anything to, you know, Sigmund and Jellica.
What did I
Athena has, Jesus Christ. Athena has to
Please
say
stop.
shit to Sigmund, and then, you know,
And then Gander has stuff because like the whole thing about Gander and and why they work so much it's because they're both warriors. They don't need to talk
yeah.
to like understand each other, unlike Dacius and especially Athena.
Yeah. One thing I would like to say is it would be really cool if, like, Sigmund, Dacius, you know, Athena, Sigmund, and, like, Dacius and Jellica all had formal apologies, but Grom and Gander just get into, like, a fight or something.
Yeah, like an arm wrestling match.
Or something like that.
Terrible but hilarious.
That would be like just the ultimate, like, are they fighting again? And then like Sigmund's just like, I don't think they are. And like Gander and Grom both have like big smiles on their faces.
That would be so weird.
Well, they're both warriors.
Yeah, it's the
I know.
way of the warrior.
Either that or they're gonna fucking fence or something.
Well, Grom doesn't have a sword. He doesn't use swords. He just punches.
He'll fence with his hand.
He'll make like a karate chop motion with his hand, fighting a sword. That would actually be pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie. Like just seeing Grom literally block, like parry Gander's long sword with his hand. Like that would be
Yeah.
epic. But okay, so the scene I was saying really cool, which I don't think now it could still happen, but I don't think it will, was depending on what happened in there. What I was thinking is like we would all get back to our vehicles at the same exact time, and then we would have like a vehicle against vehicle battle. But
That would be so cool.
but at least at this point, I don't think our characters are going to battle each other willingly. There might be a point later where things do come to a head, and no matter if the characters want to or not, they have to fight for some reason.
Either that or we might just end up fighting for no fucking reason.
Yeah,
We'll all go to a tavern after the adventure's over, and like Gander and Grom, Gander and Grom both get slipped something, and they just get into a fucking fist fight.
and I know why Jellica would get. I don't like. I really want to tell you, like, what she like. I really want to say why she like blew up that section in forest, because that was her. Why did she do that? I wish I could tell you, but I can't, because that also reveals just a lot about her.
You know, I'm gonna be honest, whenever I was imagining that explosion in my head, I originally thought you were gonna say, like, oh, and then some fire monster comes out and then they fight or something. So I was imagining, like, a small sort of burst of flames. In fact, I thought the whole fucking forest was gonna catch on fire. I didn't think you meant, like, an actual explosion until you started describing it afterwards.
Yeah.
So.
Gavin has a potty mouth. He goes quiet. It's my grandmother.
But yeah.
He goes.
Let's say yeah, it was an explosion, which, because I do have ways on limiting, because there is a reason why she didn't do that in the Adventurers Guild, besides all the people, like, not wanting to kill all the people. So just like
Does Jellica?
What?
Can you answer me this? Does Jellica hate me?
Hate you? She's definitely angry because of you saying all those things about her leader, who, if you couldn't tell from their from their mini heart-to-heart left, is one of the few people who actually considers her as a person and not a demon.
So my question is, how old is
who?
Sigmund?
Sigmund. Okay, so how old is she? Athena's like 14, right?
Athena's 14.
14?
14. Okay, yeah, so she's 14.
You're gonna make it. It's gonna be so terrible. He's gonna be like 24.
Well, I think what I thought what it was is that you were supposed to marry him at one point, not like right then and there.
Him. No, I was supposed to marry, but then I ran away.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I was 12 when I ran away.
Yeah, but, well, no, I'm saying like at some point, like later.
Okay. All right.
Later.
All right. Yeah. All right. Look.
Corey, how long are we going till?
But it's medieval times. Sigmund at this point, I think the most logical age to put him at would be 18. Currently.
There you go.
Did you say 18?
18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not as terrible. I thought you were gonna say like 30 or something.
Well, and I don't think they were like what I was trying to say is, I don't think they were gonna have you marry or have them marry immediately. Like, I think it was gonna be a thing like later down the line, you are going to do this.
It was gonna be like an immediate thing.
That is fucking weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's medieval times,
you have
man.
kids by,
like, yeah, I guess.
Like, I mean, look, it's weird, but like Athena wanted that in her backstory, so backstory. We get to deal with.
Like, I was supposed to be married and already have like 2 kids at the age of 14.
Damn. You really hitting it out of the park, huh?
I mean, I guess he wasn't, like, he was only going to be, because you're 14 right now and he's 18. So, I mean, by modern standards, that would be shit. But back then, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
No.
If you were, like, 10 and he was 18.
Oh, God.
I'm not trying to make it that accurate to medieval times.
Because then, well, at least by modern standards, Sigmund would not be a redeemable character. In fact, the whole kingdom would be shit.
Well, see,
although I guess he was being, like, because I guess he would have been forced into it too, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like it was a forced thing.
So it would have been fucked for both.
Though
of them.
it is implied that he may, thanks to what Athena said, it was implied that he did have a crush on her at one point.
I wish we could just say Athena's older. Like, I really wish. Because that would, that would make
help,
everything.
That would help you think about it better. I mean, good. Hey, at least they're not in a relationship with a woman, unless Athena decides to do something. Which, I mean, I can't tell you no.
A relationship with who?
What did you say? Sorry.
Oh, that cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, it's fine now because they're not doing that.
Yeah.
But due to pretty much what I'm saying is if Athena wants, she could technically have a relationship with him if she really wanted to, because that's an option. Do I want her to? No, but it's Athena. She's done I don't know how many things I wouldn't want her to do. So.
Yeah, I think at any point in the game, it's feasible that any of our characters would be in a relationship, but I've always thought, like, that would be really awkward. Like, because then somebody has to pretend to be the person on the other end of the relationship, and it's just like you're just sort of talking to them, and
oh yeah, I see. Yeah.
I never thought of it like that.
Oh yeah, now that makes it like extremely just no.
Yeah, like someone's gonna have to use the like let's say any of the male characters.
Okay, what I was so at least for our example, which was Athena and Sigmund, what I would imagine is if they got into a relationship in air quotes, it would pretty much just be like a said thing, or like
I'm not saying they're gonna fuck.
A said thing. It would be like it would be like it wouldn't even be like a said thing. It would just be a non-spoken thing, but it's clear. Like, oh, okay, so they got feelings for each other, and that would be the end of it.
I'm not gonna sit there and say, oh, they're gonna fuck. You're gonna have to verbalize the fucking. Like,
no,
I'm not.
I would no. Who do you think I am?
All I heard was N, and you cut out.
Oh,
who do you think I am?
Hey, that's really bad. I was saying, who do you think I am, Neil Druckmann? Do you know who that is?
I think so.
Okay.
You know who Neil Breen is?
No.
He's this guy who makes a million movies. Or, fucking a million great movies is what I meant to say.
Neil Druckmann is the guy who made The Last of Us 2. And if you haven't heard anything about that in the past week,
I have.
In the past month, I would be extremely shocked.
No, I have. Trust me. I've seen. You know, my thing is I think even if we don't compare it to The Last of Us 2, or to the original Last of Us, it's not really a good game. It's kind of mediocre.
Yeah, like okay,
like, it's got good presentation. It's got good like effects and all that shit, but that's the standard. That's what you expect. Not only that, the story, even when not compared to the original Last of Us, is shit.
It still doesn't make any sense.
I remember there was this one scene where this horse jumps over this trap and it just fucking explodes, and I laughed. It was like a fucking slapstick comedy routine, like, oh, this thing just does something and randomly explodes.
Even if you don't take the original game into account, like the plot hole, all the plot holes are still there. The fact that these characters that were supposed to like be survivors for what, like 20 some years, and then like these random people, they know nothing about them. They're like, oh, okay, here's our real names. Here's where our base is. Oh, you killed me. Oh, didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
And also the ending where the whole game was about a character getting revenge, but at the end, for literally no reason, they don't get revenge, and they just try to play a guitar that they can't play anymore because they lost fingers from the person that they were trying to get revenge on.
God. And it's like,
I haven't even played the first game, and I'm angry about the second one.
Yeah. I mean, that honestly just sounds terrible.
My thing is like, there are a bunch of people that, defend it and stuff, and it's like, if you like it, fine.
Yeah, if you like it, okay, but, like, don't, like, you can't give valid arguments for how this is kind of good.
It's like, the story is shit, and then whenever you compare the game to the first Last of Us, it's so much worse.
Yeah.
And the thing is some people might say, stop focusing on the story, focus on the gameplay. Okay,
it's a story-focused game.
Yeah, but first, the gameplay is your bog standard third-person cover shooter.
Yeah,
that's
and now again, I haven't played it, so I wouldn't know. But from what I've heard, the gameplay in the second one is more shallow than the gameplay in the first one.
Yeah, that's what I've seen.
Which was already shallow to begin with.
Like, originally, it was your basic bitch third-person, cover shooter with some stuff, and now it's just a third-person cover shooter. And it's like, that doesn't really hold up, because there are a lot of much better third-person cover shooters that you could play. Some of them are probably fucking free, and they probably have better stories, too.
Yeah.
Like, reading some bullshit lore on a game.
Just as a really funny example, but it's completely true. Nintendo just put out a new free Battle Royale game. It is about ninjas that use gum to attack people. Its lore and storytelling is 10 times better than The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, I mean, and some people might say, like, but nothing could be better than the original Last of Us, so stop judging it. But it's like, so why did they make another Last of Us?
Yeah, exactly.
I really don't know. That blows my mind.
But at the same time, it's not even close to the same. Like, people would have been fine if it was on the same level. Because it's still more story. It's still a new experience. If you could get the same sort of, Last of Us story, but, different events, just the same type of storytelling and all of that, then people would have been fine. But it doesn't come close. And it's like, I didn't even play The Last of Us. I've watched
neither
shit.
Neither have I. I have not played the first one.
I've watched shit from The Last of Us.
Yeah, I have too.
And I've watched some shit from The Last of Us too. It's funny, because I watched this one guy, Penguin Zero, or Critical. I don't know if you've ever seen him.
Oh, no, it's definitely not my alter ego.
And he's a streamer, and he also does YouTube shit. And usually, he's very forgiving with games. And even in his review of The Last of Us 2, he was trying so hard to not lambast the game, but he just ended up shitting on it. Like, he kept trying to not shit on it, but,
now, now I know, like, PewDiePie is kind of a, he's a very tuber to most of us, I would think.
Yeah.
But I have seen a lot of people who have played the clips of him playing The Last of Us 2. Oh, they're amazing. Because you can just see how angry and painful the game is for to play.
You know what I hate too? One of the biggest defenses for the game's story is some people will say, like, oh, you just hate the LGBTQ plus element.
Yep, here we go.
My thing is, and this is an opinion, this is something that I've thought about for a really long time. If the story doesn't require it, I don't like any representation.
Yeah.
Even if it's straight, I don't fucking care who this guy's fucks.
I completely agree.
Like, I don't
That's-
care if Master Chief is straight or gay.
Yeah, exactly. I completely agree with that. I am 100% with you.
I think it's possible
Okay.
to make a game with
I'm
the
getting
story.
All
Okay.
right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.
All right, see ya, Audrey.
Goodbye. See ya.
I think it's possible to make a story that revolves around those sorts of things and make it interesting, but it's like, this ain't it,
Yeah, no.
you know? Like, I don't care.
Well, and then people bring this up too, which is funny because they never bring it up. The original Last of Us had DLC, and this DLC was the first thing to bring up the LGBT stuff, and people liked that one. I mean, like, you know, I don't know really anything about that one compared to the original game, but like the reviews for it were fine. User reviews were fine. People were fine with it. They were like, okay, fine, whatever.
Well, that's the thing, like, I don't care, but I do mean that. Like, if the game doesn't shove it in my face and the characters are compelling, I'll like them either way.
Right, exactly. Like it
Whether or
doesn't.
not a character is straight or gay, bi, pan, whatever, is not going to affect how much I like the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Necessarily. Like, if they were to shove down my
Yes,
throat that
yes,
this
if they-
character is straight or gay,
Right.
I'm going to be
Right.
kind of annoyed.
Yeah. Then that's because that's them pretty much being, oh look, we have the character. Look at him. Look at him there. Look at him over there. Oh.
Not only that, but why did they decide to write the LGBTQ plus characters as complete fucking asswipes?
because
like-
because
The thing is, right, is you have to make your characters realistic, right? Like, let's compare our D&D campaign to The Last of Us 2.
oh please, because my writing compared to Neil Druckmann's
Like,
is
let's
godlike.
if we compare, so our characters, they fuck shit up, right?
Yeah.
But they're usually trying to fix it, right? Like,
Exactly.
right now, we're in the phase of just fucking shit up, but we're getting out of that phase.
Exactly. Like
You know.
we like Dacius literally went out and tried to make amends, and he somewhat, very slightly, somewhat achieved that.
You know, so it's like our characters, I'm hoping this will be the point where, because our characters for the most part have been neutral. They try to do good but end up doing bad, you know, but I'm hoping this will be the point where we try to do good and sometimes at the very fucking least we do good.
Yeah, exactly. Where
You know?
there is no messing up, at least for like we try to do something we think is, and it does end up being.
So this is gonna, because so far it's been a big learning experience for all of us on how to sort of think and get more invested in our characters
Oh,
and
and
act like them.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
I think this really has, like, we've done that. I think we've done it. Honestly, I think we've done it.
So it's like, I think we're finally gonna get out of that phase where we're gonna start thinking of like, yeah, what would I do? How would I fix this?
Yeah,
How do we fix this
yeah,
instead of
how-
just running away?
yeah. Instead of running away from an issue, I think we'll take more things into consideration.
Yeah.
Like instead of just being like, okay, this is how I would fix the issue, but is there a better way to fix this issue?
Not only that, but I also think it's made it to where we're starting to become more in tune with how you sort of think about a story, because I'm going to be honest, whenever I was going in, I was expecting a lot less intrigue in a lot of the NPCs. You know, like some of them were interesting, but I was thinking like, yeah, you know, it's going to be pretty cut and dry. I wasn't expecting us to always be the hero, but I also wasn't really expecting any of the other characters for us to really care about them. But in this case, you know, you've made characters that we're actually thinking about. We're
Yep.
thinking like, and it's not just us thinking about how can I lodge my sword deeper into their skull.
Yeah, no,
you
like
know?
like Paul, like Paul, a character we literally met. He barely had any lines, yet he's literally engraved into Dacius.
Yeah.
Athena thinks about him all the time. Then there's Mariella, who traveled with us for a while, and she was really fun. Now we have this other group who our characters are seeing themselves, and even now at this, they're seeing somewhat better of themselves.
But I don't know. So it's taken us a little bit to get used to getting into the characters and to get used to the world you're trying to building. Of course, I already knew you were going to start throwing some real fucking punches the first time you described to me what the queen looked like. If I'm completely honest, the way you describe, like, whenever you describe these enemies, I always think to myself, because of course I don't know their stats. I know their stats probably aren't as stupid as I think they are, but whenever you describe that queen to me, I was thinking of like this giant bee the size of a fucking apartment building. So
yeah, I mean that's the idea.
So I imagine that, and I was like, okay, this is supposed to be a boss. How in the holy wild world of fuck do we beat it?
I mean that's the thing. That's what you. That's really like, because especially at that point, you're also getting into character, because that's what Dacius would be thinking. Because if you thought like, okay, well, if I'm thinking about like point in the game right now, and if we can actually kill this thing, the stats it has, then that means it would probably have so and so HP, so and so AC, and that's but like that's not what Dacius is thinking. Dacius is thinking, how can I beat this thing? I need to beat this thing, but how do I do it? And we did do it, but it took, at least from what we know, it took destroying the entire hive by burning it.
Yeah.
With 10 oil flasks.
One thing that I will say, this is the only thing, is and I guess, you know what, never mind, because you have, well, I think it'd be nice if we fought something that was bad, but also, at least at some point, didn't kick our teeth in, because, like, the only boss or enemy that we fought that I think is has been 100% bad. All of our other encounters have had some moral ambiguity. The only one that's been 100% bad has also been 100% ridiculous.
Yeah. I do understand, like we want to fight something so you want to fight something that is more leaning towards good. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, what I'm saying is, like, I love all of these challenges with all this moral ambiguity and all this thinking and stuff, but I think it would be nice every now and then, and I think that's just because the game hasn't really kicked off, but I think it would be nice every now and then to have an enemy encounter that isn't quite too easy, but isn't quite on the level of holy fucking shit.
Okay.
Where there's not much moral ambiguity, like, yeah, these guys are bad guys. Which, the thing is we can make ourselves bad in a fight. Like, if we decided to sit there and torture people instead of outright killing them, then we'd be bad. But
I mean, we've had a few where it has been like that, where we've seen. It's okay. So I do see what you're saying. You want to fight where it's against something that is clearly bad, that's clearly evil, but it's not a big, like, boss thing.
Yeah, and like, I'm not saying, and especially not now, honestly, I think if you continue to do these bullshit boss fights, that would actually be fine. Mainly because we've always been able to weasel our way out of them, but also because, like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense that we'd be winning right off the bat.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Like the reason why they're so strong and everything is it's showing two things. It's supposed to show the threat, like just the threat of the things around them, especially with that general. He was supposed to be that powerful to show how strong this cult really is. Because up to that point, yeah, sure, we had the one cult general who had that dragon, but we never fought them. We fought their dragon.
Yeah.
Who knows how powerful they are, if they're powerful at all. Although this is showing that their members themselves can also be powerful, because they're fodder, like just normal average cultists. Yeah, they got some magic.
What I guess what I guess might help too, even now, is maybe having a bit more build up, or in between the bullshit boss fights, having some more normal fights, because most of the fights that we've been in have been really insane.
Yeah, I can.
We've not really encountered that many regular sort of baddies, and I know, calling it a regular, with all the moral ambiguity and all the ethics that we've already put into the game, calling something a regular baddie doesn't sound right, but,
okay, I think, okay, so the thing is, we fought normal baddies, but it's just we've been in situations where it can't just be those. It's also with some other big guy. But I completely understand what you're saying. We need some just guys that we need fight just to fight, and they aren't sure, if we get bad roll stuff, then yeah, they'll give us some trouble, but they're not a big overpowering boss. They're just some enemies, and we might have some trouble.
Although,
okay, see ya, honey.